Alright, I think that's a better volume. That's a better volume. I started up and I was like, why is it so quiet? It's quiet. Bleh. 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 Hold on, one more second. I just one more thing I need to get. Okay, I'm here for real now. For real now. Real egg, actually here. For real. Actual egg here. Right here. Literally here. Actual egg, literally here. Present. And here. Hold on, I think I need to recenter myself. I like got up and sat back down and it like screwed up everything. Camera. Egg. There we go. There we go. Egg. 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 Real? For real. We're in a post-Christmas world, but there is still egg, so it is okay. I am done. Holiday eggy work. Holiday eggy work is done and finished, and I don't need to do it again unless I decide to do it again next year. Which hopefully I won't need to. Hopefully I won't need to, but it is done, which is good because I am tired. I mean, I don't know. I think, well, I guess it was itself tiring. I don't know. I'm of two minds of it because, like, on one hand, I'm like, when I was working, I felt like it wasn't a difficult job. It was not a difficult job. A lot of it was just waiting around. But I think one of the things I realized partway through was that the location I was in, like the actual spot that I was sitting in for several hours a day, was like incredibly loud. But like it's loud in a way of like background noise, right? Like it wasn't like loud in the way of like blasting music or anything. It was just like, you know, I was in a space where there's a lot of people and there was like high ceilings and even just people talking at a normal volume and having normal conversations. Like it was like very, very, like it would just build up over time in a way that you wouldn't really notice until you get home and you're like, why am I so stressed all the time? But yes, I am free until January, yes. And in January, the job I am working at will be much quieter, presumably. So, but I still have some time before then. Sounds like the difficult part was dealing with coworkers. Not at all, actually. My coworkers were fine. My coworkers are great. Like, anything that my coworkers did wrong was not their fault. I know we had some like scheduling issues, but like that was due to like people calling in sick because they were sick. Like that everything else was fine. But yeah, it was just like being in a place that had a lot of background noise, and you don't realize like what kind of toll that takes on you until like a few weeks in, and you're like, why am I so stressed and why is my voice so tired? Because that was the other thing. I would come back from work and like I didn't like streaming after work, even on like days when I was like getting off early, because my voice would be exhausted after working. And it was just because like, yeah, it turns out if I'm talking to either customers or my coworkers, it was loud. It was loud. It was really loud. And I was just like yelling the entire day. And that's why my voice was tired. But yes, I am done. I am done. I am free egg, free range egg for until partway through January. And part of that time will be spent traveling. Because I'm like, oh god. So I'm going to be... I think, okay, I had made plans with Beba. Beba had, the other day had messaged me. He was like, okay, yeah, here's what I think we should do when you are here. So let me pull it up. I am in New York with Beba from January 2nd until... Hold on, I have to pull up a calendar and count. Hold on. January 2nd, 2, 3, 4, 5... Until... So I'm there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. I'm there for like almost a week. And then I go to MagFest, and then I come back, and then there's like a week of buffer, and then I start new Eggy work. So yeah. Masterful Gambit. Eggy says quieter. My internet dies. Yeah, I told your Wi-Fi to quiet down. But yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, so we still got a few more days, but it's coming faster than I think. I should probably start planning outfits and packing and stuff. I should probably pull up my big suitcase. But yes, good evening to Pembu, and to Panis, and to Benjamin, and to Shinix, and to Uphill Jake, and to Baxter Crook, and to Zelly. Customer service hard, yeah. I don't know, this year, again, it wasn't the hardest job. I've had harder jobs, and I've had easier jobs. This one, I don't know. I feel like I need to make like a tier list. A tier list of jobs based on how, like, easy or difficult they were. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe not easy or difficult, but, like, how much I liked them. Because, like, I don't know. There are jobs that I've had that I wouldn't exactly say were easy, but, like, I enjoyed doing them. And there are some that I've also had that were, like, difficult, but, like, I don't know. Sometimes a job can be easy or difficult for different reasons, right? Ah, hold on. Okay, I was like, what with the Beba? Is Beba here? No, we're shouting out Beba. Thank you for the Beba shout out. But yeah, so yeah. Cause yeah, you can have a job that's like not a difficult job in terms of like your responsibilities, but then if you have like bad coworkers, that might make that job more difficult. But then you might also have a job that's like, you know, kind of difficult and complicated, but like if the expectations are reasonable, then it doesn't feel so difficult. Ah! Right after I'm like, where is Beba? Where's Beba? Is Beba here? No Beba. Then Beba, instant Beba. Hello Beba. Hi Beba. Hi Beba. Like I was saying, next week I'm seeing Beba. Hi Iggy, I hope job is okay. Job is done. I'm done for the season. I'm so finished. I am finished and I am done. I am done and it's over and I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just have to like survive this week. I think I am experiencing like an insanely minor cold. Like, and this isn't just like cope. This is like actually like the past few days, I'm like, why is my throat... Like, it's like, I don't even know if it's, like, actual disease. Because I'm like, So, like, the past few days, my throat and nose just felt, like, really, really, really dry. Like, as in, like, sensitive and irritated, but, like, there wasn't really much, like, actual disease happening. So I'm, like, sitting here, like, you know, looking at my watch, waiting for the actual illness to happen, and I'm like... Yeah, a random thing too, it's all sore throat. Yeah, you just have like nothing. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm glad that, because the alternative is, you know, getting something worse. So I'm like, okay, at the very least I have like a week to get over this, and also it will probably be fine. Like, I feel like it's weird because I feel like I'm like at the end of it, despite the fact that there was also kind of nothing. But like, I don't know, this has happened to me before where I just had like Like, I think, like, last year or the year before, I had, like, a thing where I was, like, I had a stuffy nose for 2 days, and then it was done, and it was just gone. And I'm like, huh? Huh? So, yeah, I feel like I'm at the end of it. Like, even, I'm not even sure there was a fever, because, like, last night I came home, and I'm like, man, I feel really tired. Let me take my temperature. And the thermometer was like, nope, no fever. And I'm like, you sure? And I, like, measured it again. It was like, nope, nothing. And I'm like, are you absolutely sure? And I was just, like, scanning my forehead over and over, and it was if you're just going for like a 5-minute bathroom break, right? So a lot of the time, especially if I was doing a shift where I'd be alone a lot, because usually they would try to not have us be alone for long periods of time, but you know, sometimes like, you know, they schedule you weirdly, or like the person who's supposed to come work with you is running a bit late or something. So like sometimes what would happen was I would just like, oh, it's frozen for you too? That's weird. It's not frozen on my end. Unfroze? Okay. Because it didn't say there was any dropped frames or anything. That's weird. Was the audio still working? Strange and unusual. Strange and unusual. But yeah, so I just like would not drink water. I had to refresh. Okay, yeah, if you're having trouble, please refresh. I don't know what happened there. That might be a Twitch end issue. Nobody has said anything in YouTube chat, so I'm assuming that it's entirely a Twitch problem. But yeah, so I just like didn't drink water because, you know, if I was by myself for a long time, I didn't want to have to like get up and go to the bathroom. So yeah, I just had like a week where I don't think I drank any water, like at all, which is bad and I don't recommend it. But like everything I drank was like coffee or tea or like, I don't know, I'd have like a diet Pepsi with lunch or something. And I just drank 0 water. I don't recommend it, and I think that might be the cause of all of my problems. So I'm having water right now. One of the things I got for Christmas was like a big tumbler, like this giant like 1-liter tumbler. So that's what I'm drinking from right now. I will absolutely get to the end of this thing before the end of the stream, don't worry. Yay, big water. Yeah, I think this one might become my Oomfies because okay, Beba has an Oomfies bottle, or at least she did. I don't know if she still has it or if she got a new one, but she would have this bottle. I remember she would take it with her on trips, and like it's a water bottle, and she would put like stickers that people gave her on it. So I realized recently, I'm like, I have so many stickers from like various conventions and stuff. So I think this tumbler might become my Oomfie bottle. Because, like, I have, like, stickers and stuff that people have given me, that, again, a lot of them I don't want to, like, put on other things, because I'm like, what if I stop, like, what if I put this on my computer, and then my computer breaks, and I have to get rid of the sticker, but then, I don't know. I have to put them on something, so I think this might become my Oomfies bottle. I might put the Oomfies on it. If people give me, like, stickers of themselves or something at conventions, it's going on the Oomfies bottle. Yes, good evening, Eggy. Hello, Shinix. Just my normal water bottle has got so many good stickers on it received from the Oomfies. Yeah, that makes it the Oomfies bottle. Like, a bottle is not born an Oomfies bottle. It becomes an Oomfies bottle. It, like, grows into its purpose. And forsake the ability to put it in the dishwasher. Frankly, I'm not concerned with this. This is a 1-liter tumbler. I don't think this is gonna fit in the dishwasher. I don't think this will fit. Sorry, I have to, like, take an entire moment to, like, drink from it. YouTube is also having issues for me. Okay, so there was YouTube problems. Okay, good to know. But yeah, I hope you all got nice and good Christmas presents. What did I get? I got... Oh, I got an air popper to make popcorn, and I got popcorn to go with it. So I can have popcorn, because every time, like, I used to use it a lot at my parents', because my parents had one, and then I moved, and then I'm like... Every time I go back to my parents, I'm like, man, I miss having air-popped popcorn, and now I can. I haven't pulled it out of the box yet. I still need to actually use it, but I have the capability to air-pop popcorn now, which is good. And I got a bunch of gift cards, and I got a bunch of soap. I feel like it's gonna sound like my family is calling me stinky because they kept giving me like soaps, but it's because I ask for soap. It's because I ask for soap. Did the throne thing get resolved? Yes, I figured it out. So, out of the throne gifts that I was sent, oh, I could probably like open one of them like right now. Yes, I got a bunch of gifts from Throne. I believe it was Jake who bought all of them, if I'm not mistaken. So, one of them was from Amazon, and then the rest of them were from the official Flower Nose website. So Flower Nose is a brand of cosmetics that has like very, very pretty packaging. I was under the impression they ship to Canada because their website says that they ship to Canada. What do they ship to Canada? Apparently nothing. It's very weird. It's like, I'm like, okay, I would like this item, and this item. And these are like, you know, pretty in-demand items, right? Like these are pretty normal items that are, you know, they're top sellers, right? So I'm like, I would like these items. And then they say, okay, you've added these to cart. Very good. And then I say, okay, please ship these to my address in Canada. And they say, no, actually, we can't do that. These products don't ship to Canada. Despite the fact that their website does say that they're like, yes, we ship to Canada, this is what we use, this is how long it takes. Except for everything, we ship everything to Canada except the 3 things you wanted to order. So I had to go find another website, because there's other websites that carry the brand, so I had to find another one. It hasn't gotten to me yet because I ordered it on the 24th, and they say, oh, this takes 1 to 3 days for shipping, but I think it meant like business days. So I ordered it on the 24th, and then the 25th was a holiday, and then the 26th was a holiday, and then the 27th was... I mean, I guess probably it shipped out yesterday, but like today's Sunday, so I'm assuming I'm gonna receive it sometime next week. But let me open the one from Amazon. I believe this was the tamagoyaki pan. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, this is heavy. I mean, I guess it is for cooking. It is for cooking, so I guess that makes sense. The box, okay. This was like ordered from Amazon, and the box has like the name of the brand, and it's just like one of those like generic Amazon, you know, like the Amazon name brands that just feel like a bunch of like random letters smushed together. It's that, but then it says Japan since 1902, and I'm like, I'm having doubts here. I'm having doubts that you've been around since 1902. But... yeah. Oh, thank you, Birthday Sweetman, for gifting
Birthday Sweetman has planted BODEGARRAT.
Now Bubba can use the emotes that she herself made. There we go. Let me see. Oh god. I'm not good at opening boxes. You know, I could never do like an unboxing stream for anything, I've realized recently, because like I don't open things in a beautiful or elegant way. I have a tendency to just like break the box open with my bare hands. I will like, I'm cavemanning it every time I get something in the mail. Like, I'm just cavemanning it. I never, like, some people, you know, when people do like unboxing videos and they have like, you know, an X-Acto knife to cut the tape. No, I am like poking it with the longest nail that I have and then just like ripping it open from there. Ooh. Oh, this has a lot of stuff in it. I thought this was just gonna be the pan. Because I got a sushi mat and chopsticks and... oh, there's like one of those like oil brushes? And I got... a spatula. And... I'm not sure if this is a sponge or if this is just packaging. I got a plate with it? And then the... oh, okay, this thing is huge! What? I thought it was gonna be smaller. Okay, so it's in like 2 pieces, and I'll have to like twist and add the handle on. Okay. Yeah, this thing is really big. I was expecting it to be much smaller. I guess I'll just make a really, really big tamagoyaki. I guess the size of the pan doesn't really matter as much as the shape, right? Yeah. That has its own charm. I'm that guy that opens gifts by unwrapping it fold by fold. I don't know, know, it's more just like, I don't know, I don't keep a lot of like X-Acto knives or anything around. Like, I guess I have scissors, but like, I feel like I just need the scissors to cut like the tougher parts of the tape, like, you know, sometimes where the tape might intersect. Everything else I'm just like, why would I like, I guess maybe for the kind of person who like reuses the boxes, because I know sometimes my parents like sometimes for work they'll have to like send things out, so sometimes they've like when they order things on Amazon they'll just like keep the box and take like the labels and stuff off and then just like use that if they need to send things for business reasons. But alright, I'll toss that to the side. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jake, for the tamagoyaki pan. If I make any tamagoyaki in the near future, I will post a picture. But yeah, I have an obscene amount of X-Acto knives from model building. Yeah, I guess I just, if you don't have a reason to use X-Acto knives, like, I don't know, I don't like having sharp things around because I feel like I never have a safe place to put them. Like, I'm like, what if I just get into a very unlikely scenario where I have like a sharp thing and then I like knock it off a table and then it like falls on the floor and then I step on it with my foot or something. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't feel like having anything like more sharp than like scissors, maybe. I feel like that's as sharp as I'm willing to go. But yeah, no, I will let you know when the makeup gets here. It should be sometime this week, I think. I don't know where, like the place I ordered from, I don't know where they ship out from, but like, it can't be that far from me. I believe they are based in Canada, so it can't be that far from me. So, yeah. I just carry around a Swiss Army knife. I've never actually had one. What if I'm carrying a knitting needle in each hand and trip and fall and poke both my eyes out? Well, I mean, to be fair, that's only like... You'd have to be like storing your knitting needles like facing straight up, which I don't think most people are doing. Although, I don't know, I have heard of people like getting on planes and having like their knitting needles taken away. Because it's like, oh, this could be a weapon. You could like puncture somebody with it. So I guess I can't. I've been working on knitting projects. I started a knitting project the other day. I'm trying to make a hat. I don't think I'll do it on stream because it's like... I don't feel like it. I don't think I'll do it on stream because I do not feel like it. But, yeah, I've been working on a hat, and... Yeah, I'm like, okay, I guess I need to finish this before I go on my trip, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it on the plane. Plastic needle time? I'm not even sure what these are made out of. I think they're made out of metal, but it's like hollow metal. Like... Because I think usually it's not like the material that is a problem. It's like the shape, isn't it? Like, it's a long, pointy stick, which I feel like is of more concern to the security guards compared to, like, if it's a long, pointy stick made of metal or plastic. Hello, D101112. Hello. But... yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to finish it before I go. But it's not a very big project. Like, the hat isn't that big, and it's, like, most of the way done. I think the only step I have left... Because, like, I think how it works is that you make, like, the actual shape of the hat, and then you have to make, like, the strips at the end, like, to tie it around. So I think I'm, like, 3/4 of the way done. So it should be done before then. Probably. I'll be fine. But... yeah. Yeah. It will be fine. Fine and okay. But yeah, and then I have a bajillion gift cards. I need to go spend my gift cards. I have gift cards to Uniqlo. I have a gift card to Amazon. I have, a gift card to a store that sells Korean cosmetics. I have a gift card to, where else do I have a gift card to? Oh yeah, I guess it's not really a gift card, but I asked my parents for running shoes for Christmas, but obviously, like, running shoes are one of those things you have to go and, like, actually try things on. So my parents just were like, yeah, here's some money, go buy some running shoes. I'm gonna have to figure that out soon. I don't know. I want to get... I don't really know what kind of shoes. Because the last time I bought, like, the running shoes I have right now, I bought them back in, like, 2018. So I'm, like, not even sure what I'm looking for anymore. Because, like, I think I bought them while I was working at a shoe store. They were just, like, a thing I saw while I was, like, putting stuff away. Where I'm like, oh, these are kind of cool. And then they went on sale. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll get them. But, yeah, now I'm just, like, I don't even know what I'm looking for now. But I do need new ones, because there is literally, like, holes in the toe for one of my shoes. So I'm like, no, I need new shoes. I need new shoes. I need new shoes. Oh, yes, I hope you can all get new shoes. I hope you got nice and good Christmas presents. Egg, hello, Punk Asian, hello. I hope you had a nice and good Christmas and got nice and good presents. And you will have a nice and good new year. Ah, it's almost the end of the year. New Year's is on... like Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. I don't want new shoes. I only need Yakuman. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I just want a Yakuman. Big strong hand with lots of han. Yeah, Thursday already. Yeah! We're in like the last 4 days of the year. Ugh. Ugh. Get rid of 2025 already. Hurry up, 2026. I mean, I don't know. 2025, I was thinking recently about like the New Year's resolutions I set for last year and how I accomplished absolutely 0 of them. Pretty much 0 of them. But I don't know. Presumably 2026 will be better. I think we can all say... I think 2025 doesn't count. You know? I just think it doesn't count. Like, whatever happened in 2025 just, like, doesn't count. We're just gonna skip it. Weak year. You know, we'll go into 2026. We'll go into 2026. Like, it's fine. 2025 didn't count. It just didn't count, you know? I mean, although I guess we're gonna be going into 2026 with the effects of 2025. Unfortunately, 2025 has to count. Man. The dude. Hi, little Eggy. Hello, the dude 89. Good evening. Take a mulligan on 2025. You know what we need to do with 2025? Okay, so during, like, the first semester that got, like, moved online because of COVID, my university did a thing where they were like, okay, any classes taken during that semester, if there's, like, you could do this with as many classes as you wanted, if there was a grade that you weren't satisfied with it, you could change it so that it was a pass-fail. So, like, you would still get the credit for the class, but it wouldn't count towards your average anymore. So basically it was like, yeah, if there was a class that was like going well and then fell apart because of COVID, then like you are allowed to just, you know, call pass-fail on that one. So I think we should do that with 2025, you know? We should make 2025 like a pass-fail thing, so it will not count towards our average, you know? If your 2025 wasn't very good, then, you know, we'll just say it's pass. You know, it's not gonna like tank your GPA. It's not gonna stop you from getting into grad school. That's what we're gonna call in 2025. I already have little hope for 2026. Well, here's the thing. There has to be hope for 2026 because 2026 hasn't happened yet. So there's still... You know, once things are happening, it's one thing. But, you know, before things are happening, like, you know, it will, yeah, 2025 was my make sure 2026 is a good year. Yeah, like, this is, like, the, like, charging up for 2026 year. Egg, I failed 2025. It's okay, it won't affect your average. You'll just have to take the credit, you'll have to take the credit again. 2026 does suck yet? No, it doesn't suck yet because it hasn't happened yet, you know? We'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay? We can't go in and being like, ugh, calling off 2026 already. Can't be doing that yet. Can't be doing that yet. Hasn't happened yet. I mean, I guess you can, but then, like, I don't know. If 2026 sucks, then you can be like, okay, I was right. But then, like, if 2026 doesn't suck, then you can be like, wow, pleasant surprise. I'm gonna have some more water. But yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think I'm a little more optimistic about 2026 than I was about 2025. Even from 2024 going into 2025, I feel like I'm more optimistic about 2026 than I was about 2025. You know? Like, I feel like 2024 going into 2025, I feel like there was a lot of uncertainty, which was fine at the beginning. But, like, as you get further and further along, then that just kind of, like, gets worse and worse, you know? Whereas, like, I feel like 2025 going into 2026, I don't know. On one hand, like, there is lots to be worried about, but also there is a bit more of a sense of certainty, I think, for me. But, yeah. I have to be more optimistic, otherwise it won't be too good either. I mean, you don't have to be, like, completely optimistic about it. You just have to be, like, I don't know, like, normal optimistic. Like, you just can't be doomer about it, is the thing. I will not allow being doomer in the Eggy chat. We should make that a rule. You don't have to be completely optimistic, but I will no longer tolerate doomerism. You know what, maybe that should be a 2026 resolution. No dooming permitted. Like, there is a middle ground. There is a middle ground. These eggs are sunny side up. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I don't think being doomer is in any way productive. Yeah, well, I think that's, like, something that, like, everyone probably deals with at some point, is just, like... Because it's not just about, like... Because, like, I feel like there's two genres of dooming, right? Because there's, like, dooming about things where... Like, I feel like dooming is, like, just another way of coping. Because, like, you know how people will talk about cope, and they will talk about cope as in, like, someone's trying to, like, hold on to the last grain of hope. But I think that, like, dooming is, like, another form of coping that I think is actually, like, worse. Because, like, I feel like if you're dooming, it's just, like, you know, we have given up on trying to do anything at all. You have given up on trying to do anything at all, like... And your new life's mission is to, like, make sure everybody else does the same thing, which I think is probably bad. That might be a hot take, but I think it might be bad and not good. Yeah. Ban's dooming gets doomed. Real doomers when Eggy is flickering. Uh-oh. Is it really that bad? Let me speak to the task manager here. Task manager. So my computer has been running a bit slowly today, you're right. Let's see, what do we got? OBS is taking up some, VTube Studio taking some. It says 100% CPU, but I don't think I have anything running that's, like, unusually heavy. Like, I don't have anything running that I don't usually have running. Like, there's not, like, anything going in the background that seems to be taking up, like, a ton of stuff. Before it's updates. Nope! What do I have running? In order. OBS Studio, VTube Studio, Discord, Mahjong Soul, Desktop Window Manager, System Interrupts, WMI Provider Host, and then a bunch of stuff that keeps moving around that isn't actually taking up, like, it's taking, like, 1% of CPU. Sort by CPU usage? It is. It already is. Like, most of it is OBS, but also it's not telling me that I have any dropped frames, so... Yeah, I don't know! But, like, you're right, everything is moving really slowly today. Even when I was trying to, like, start up stream and get everything prepared, it was moving pretty slowly. But I'm not doing anything different than usual. Your VTube Studio's dropping frames? No, because okay, VTube Studio has a thing in the corner that tells you if it drops frames, and it still says 0 dropped frames. Is there like anything I have on the screen that's like taking up anything like this? Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, we are taking up 30% CPU, which is usually not the amount that it usually takes up. So I don't know if there's like anything that I was running that is not usually running. But no, it's the same OBS as usual. Nope, it's the same as usual. Guess maybe I can delete some sources? I don't think it's gonna change anything. It's not. What is this? Okay, no, that's probably not slowing anything down. Yeah, I don't have a lot of anything going. Yeah. Strange and unusual. It might be an internet issue, I don't know. It's raining right now, I don't know if that does anything. The weather the past few days has been mean and bad. Oh, interesting, it dropped and then came back. 3 times? It didn't tell me. It didn't tell me it was doing that. Could be your network, maybe? That's weird. Yeah, because I'm looking at the Discord and I got, like, pinged, like, 3 times. Yeah, I was not aware that was happening, and it, like, OBS did not tell me that. Like, as far as OBS is concerned, it's all been running very smoothly the entire time. What does YouTube say? YouTube is not receiving enough video to remain smooth streaming. What is going on? I don't know. Could be your network. I don't know. Maybe my grandma's like watching super HD high definition television. Maybe it's time for Wolfie PNG Eggy. I don't think that's it. I don't think it's it. Because again, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally doing the exact same things as I do usually. Like, I don't have anything running that is not usually running. Even within the task manager. Like, nothing, I turned on my computer and did everything the same way I usually do. But, I don't know. I guess we can try, let's go to the gaming and see if that fixes anything. That's weird. Why is... Yeah, see, I think another thing I've noticed, and I haven't figured out how to fix this yet because I haven't figured out why it's happening. The greenhouse background takes up an absurd amount of CPU usage. I have no idea why. Maybe I need to, like, reload it, because I think I stream in 720p, but I think the asset itself is much bigger, so maybe I just need to, like, downscale it to, like, 720p, and maybe that's why, because, like, it takes up an absurd amount. Like, literally, my CPU usage went down by, like, 10 to 12% just by switching from that screen to this screen. But yeah, let me get the matches set up before I keep yapping. All right, what do we have? 74816. Pinned. 74816. Let's pin that as well. Will YouTube let me do that? I'm clicking and nothing is happening. Ah, here we go. Pin message. Maybe weather is affecting stream. There is some storm that's passing the East Coast. Yeah, I mean, it was raining pretty hard today. I didn't go outside today, so I don't know exactly how hard, but like, I see raindrops on my window, so I know it must have been some level of raining hard. So... Can I say it's like 20k by 20K. I don't know, because I think I told the artist when I commissioned it, I'm like, I'm gonna be using this for stream. But I guess I never specified a resolution. I didn't tell her what resolution I stream at, so I think she probably just made it in like the biggest resolution she could do. And then now I'm like, oops, oops, oops. Yeah. You're dreading the absolute odyssey that's getting your haircut tomorrow, apparently. Look, okay, it's also because I'm doing things after. Like, I have to go to a faraway hair salon. So it's gonna take me like an hour and a half to get there. And then I'll have to get my hair cut, and then like... Yeah, I'll probably go shopping and stuff after. I'll be doing things after. Yeah, there's no way OBS applies the filters every frame. No, it's not certainly I don't have any filters turned on. Unless you're talking about audio filters, I don't have any visual filters turned on. Like, I don't, I use a Sprout thing. I do the Sprout thing for OBS. It's for VTube Studio. So it's not like I'm like chroma keying in the EGGY, you know? Technically scaling is a filter? Oh, okay, I guess maybe? All these constant Discord pings are a warning not to cut your hair. No, I'm gonna get it cut. No, it needs to be cut. I look like Agnes Tachyon. Which is not who I am trying to look like right now. I do need to get it redone. I should have gotten it done like a month ago, but I was too busy. Current, like, you know, I go on stream and have this like nice long hairstyle, but I turn off stream and the hairstyle that I have is something that needs, you know, it has layers. It needs maintenance. Otherwise I look weird. Maybe not weird, not that weird, but like, I don't look the way I want to look, is the point. Sorry if I swap between both chats if a stream goes down. Twitch Mobile takes ages to refresh when a stream goes down. Twitch Mobile is just has, it is full of problems. I don't have many good things to say about Twitch Mobile. Like, I feel like this year, or like in the past 2 years, I feel like if I am out, I simply will not watch Twitch streams if I am out of the house. And it's not because I'm like embarrassed about watching Twitch streams. It's because like Twitch just like does not work well enough on my phone for me to feel like it's worthwhile. Like, I feel like I keep watching all the YouTubers, all the YouTube VTubers, and just like barely any of the Twitch VTubers, just because like Twitch is a fine experience on computer for watching a stream. It's possibly, I like it even better than YouTube on PC. But then when you get onto phones, then YouTube is just like the far better app for it. Nah. Audio only mode is fine if you're okay with no video. Yeah, I guess some people do that. No, I think my problem with Twitch as well, because like I don't know what it is with the app, the mobile app. I don't like how they do the TikTok thing where you open up the app and it's like streams now, and then you have to like go into like a separate side tab to see who's on and following. I feel like on the phone, because like I feel like on PC, and maybe this is just like depends on the time of day or who's on or something, but like usually on PC, streams are ordered. Like when I open up twitch.com on my computer, when they show the streams in like the sidebar, they're usually ordered by like, you know, who do you watch the most? So like obviously I open it up, if Beba's live, she'll be top of the list, right? But like I feel like on my phone it's just showed to me in like any random order. So like sometimes it's like there's somebody I know is online because I saw like a tweet or something. So I go to Twitch and I'm like scrolling and I'm like, I know you're live. Where are you on the list? Why are you at the bottom of the list? I feel like it just like shuffles the order. I have no idea how it chooses which ones go on top, but like channels I rarely watch will be on top, and like channels that I'm actually trying to find will be like towards the bottom. It's very strange. I always use the following live that sorts by views. I mean, maybe that's what it's sorting them by, which explains why, like, I guess if I'm trying to watch somebody smaller, it'll be towards the bottom. But... yeah. Also, like, sorting it by views feels like a weird thing to do, because, like, there are plenty of channels that, like, have tons and tons and tons of viewers, but I don't watch them that often. So I don't see why they should be at the top of my list, you know? The latency between playing and stream is unreal. I don't know what's happening! Stop bothering me about it. I don't know how to fix this. I have guesses of what's happening, but, like, I can't say anything for sure. Like, I don't know. I think my uncle's visiting right now, so he might be connected to the Wi-Fi with his phone. I don't know what he would be doing that would be causing it to become so slow. But, like, that's... maybe it's the weather? Maybe... yeah. Sorting my views is a normal thing. They could add favorites features for your follow streamers that you like to watch. Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe it assumes, like, oh, if you're following this person, then, like, that means you want to watch all their streams all the time. And I'm like, man. I'm just Yakuless here. I bet on the wrong tiles, and I'm now Yakuless. I've been left Yakuless. Been left Yakuless. I just have to hope it's gonna be like Tenpai or something. No Yaku? No Yaku. I'm just hoping for Tenpai. Or for somebody to put down one very specific tile. Well, I should drink some water. I should drink some water. You know what? I have nothing to lose here. Thank God, okay. Didn't even get anything out of it. Everybody Tenpai'd. Everybody Tenpai'd. Unfortunate. You know what I think? You know how I was saying, I'm like, oh yeah, 2025 shouldn't count. No, 2025, everybody Tenpai'd. The game still happened, but nobody, like, gained anything from it. You know what also probably, I'm like... yeah. I also had Bulldog again. I had Bulldog again at dinner, and I was like, I'm still going normal carbonara because I read somewhere that it was, like, less spicy. And that was, like, a lie. That was a complete lie. I was lied to. Even today, I tried it again. I only put in, like, half the sauce, like, half the spicy sauce, instead of, like, the whole packet. And I was still going, ow, 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 ow. It still was too much. I was still going, ow, ow, ow. Alright, okay. So it looks like some frames have gotten dropped. 577 dropped frames. Okay, so it looks like if there was any drop frames recently, then, like, those were real. Really have a low tolerance for spice. I don't know, Faye. Have you actually tried bulldog? There were indeed? Okay, yeah, those were showing up on my end, so... Good to know those were real on both ends. Man. But yes, I've tried some very spicy Korean ramen. What brand? What brand? I'll be the judge of that. I think we should leave spice measuring contests behind. That's true. I don't think that, like, I don't know. You know what? No, I can't say that. I can't say that because it's gonna sound like cope. NiceEggy, hello, Nanora! We're talking about spicy food. NiceEggy in this economy? Yes, because I'm busy tomorrow. So I figured I should just do, I don't know, Mahjong Monday a few hours in advance. I feel like this is like that old joke about, like, the guy who... I feel like there was, like, a joke I remember hearing as a kid about, like, a guy who, like, tries to save time in the morning by eating his breakfast at night, kind of thing. I feel like this... I'm getting to this situation. Saving time in the morning. Save time on streaming in the morning by, doing Mahjong Monday on Sunday night. Yep, Dono Dude, I am not in my house. I threw away the pot long ago. Was it, Shin Ramyun, maybe? I would say Bulldog is still spicier than Shin Ramyun, though. Yeah, Bulldog is only pain to me, but Shin Ramyun is good. Yeah. Again, I don't know if I'll buy... I'll probably give it a rest after I get through this pack of Bulldog. But it's, I don't know. Part of me wants to be the kind of person who can handle spicy food, but I just don't know if that's gonna ever happen. I've tried the snowball minigame, and what? Is there like some event going in Zhong? Unless you show me a picture, I can't answer any of your questions, because haha, I don't know Korean. It's written in English. The packaging is written in English. In Zhong, yes? No, I haven't tried it. Either you grind it out or your tummy gives out. See, the thing is, actually, it's never a tummy issue. I don't think I've ever had, like, a tummy issue with spicy foods. It's always a mouth issue. It's not my tummy going ow, 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 ow. It's like my tongue and mouth going ow, 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 ow. You know? Zhong snowball game, you get a new waiting screen BGM. Oh, nice. I'll look into it. It's about learning to enjoy that pain. My tummy goes ow like 5 hours later. Yeah, I've never had tummy going ow because of spicy. Like, I feel like if my tummy doesn't really go ow. If my tummy might go but I feel like when my tummy goes it's not from spicy. I feel like it's more from like if it's like something super heavy and oily. I feel like I'm more prone to that, but it's not gonna be from spicy. Is it learning to enjoy that pain? Yeah, but like I don't know. I like tasting my food. And I feel like I don't taste it if I'm just going ow, 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 you know? I don't know, I was talking to Beba, and Beba was like, I want to make Eggy eat spicy foods when I'm here, so I'm a little scared now. I went, no! And she went, it's okay, I'll have milk and yogurt and stuff nearby. And I'm like, nah! So like, I'm thinking about things that I'll be eating when I'm there that I know for sure I'll be eating. Because we talked about like some places, and so I'm definitely gonna be eating pizza at some point. I'll presumably have a bacon, egg, and cheese at some point. And I guess I'm gonna be eating something dangerously spicy. I guess those are like the things I know for sure I will be eating when I'm there. I will eat something spicy. And I will go, ugh, and I will go, ow, 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 ow. And Bodega will go, hee, 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 hee. That's what it'll sound like. But yes, hello, Robert from the Rat Raid. Can I have a turn, sir? I keep getting robbed. No, this is Mahjong. You know what you signed up for. You know what you signed up for. This is Zhang. You can ask people to go easy on you. But we're working with so little information. Bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't know what else they have. Hot dog or halal bowl cart. Well, I don't know. Because, like, what are the things that people talk about with New York City? Oh, I need to ask Beba. Bagels. We need to get bagels. We need to go for bagels. Because I know, like, there's been a few times where, like, I've gone on a trip that Beba was going on too, and she's like, oh, I should try to bring bagels. But then it, like, never works out. Like, either their flight leaves too, like, it's a really early flight, like, she's getting on the plane at, like, 6 a.m., and, like, she can't get the bagels ahead of time, because she wants to get them, like, fresh. Or other times there's just, like, no time to get, when she's going to the airport to get bagels. So I'm like, no, I need to... I should probably, like, message her and be like, bagels! We gotta have bagels. I hear there's good rice noodle places, also pizza slices. Definitely pizza. Definitely pizza is happening. Give you things, be nice. Again, this is not fully within my control. If you put down the tile that I need, I will simply wrong you. That's that's beyond my control. See? Zully just wronged me. And I'm holding no ill will towards him. Yeah, bagels for sure. Pastrami, Italian subs. I hear there's good rice noodle places, also pizza slices. Pastrami on rye, bagels and lox. Yeah. I mean, some of those things I think we have here, but it's different if you're having it in New York, I guess. Yeah. With Beba. And then I need to figure out things to do, because I have kind of given up on getting MagFest passes, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to figure out other things to do while I'm in the MagFest area that aren't just, you know, coping and seething and molding about how I couldn't get a MagFest pass. Because, I don't know, I feel like there's enough people that probably couldn't get one. But the only thing I think I have lined up for MagFest is girls' lunch, which we still haven't even decided on, like, a time and place for it yet. Because, like, last year, we actually started playing it while we were there. We were there, and then I was like, you know, we should do, like, a girls' lunch. We should get, like, all the girls that are in our, you know, general circle of friends together, or at least everyone who's available, that on, like, I think it was Sunday morning? So yeah, and then we all went for lunch at the same time. But, like, the thing is that, like, because we were such a big group, I think there was, like, 8 or 9 of us, we were, like, we had to wait, like, 40 minutes to get into the restaurant we wanted to, because it was, like, busy, because it was MagFest on a Sunday. So... yeah, we're like, maybe we should, like, make a reservation or, like, plan these things ahead of time so that we're not, like, getting there and being like, oh, oops. But yeah, we'll have girls' brunch. We'll have girls' lunch. And we'll, I guess, last year we, like, we did a, like, we were like, I can't remember why, but we're like, we should say grace before the meal. And then we're like, who do we pray to? And I'm like, Denchi. So we pray to Denchi. And then, hopefully they will... Oh, there was another funny thing that happened during girls' lunch. So Zia... So, okay. The rest of us, because some of us ordered, like, you know, alcoholic beverage with our meal, right? And so then they were, like, taking everyone's, like, IDs. And they, like, look at everyone's IDs and they were like, okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. Except for Zia. For some reason, they, like, took Zia's ID and they had to, like, take it to the back and, like, have the manager look at it and stuff. And it was a very weird situation. Zia was like, I don't know why. Like, it wasn't that... I guess it was, like, an ID from out of state, but, like, so was most of everybody else's IDs. Like, my ID was from out of country. I showed them my passport. But, like, yeah, for some reason, I hope this year they believe Zia when she shows them her ID. Like, I don't know if they thought it was, like, fake or something. But, like, Zia's like, I don't know, is the waitstaff allowed to just, like, walk away with my ID? Like, wave it around to everybody in the kitchen? Like, hey, do you guys think this one's legit? Does she look like a child? I mean, I guess, like, she was the youngest out of our group, I think. Out of everybody who went to girls' lunch, I think she was the youngest. But, like, I don't know. I guess she's on the edge of, like... She's only recently become legally able to drink, right? So I guess maybe they thought that, like, if your ID is too young and you look young, then it's a fake ID or something. But, like... I don't know, like, she doesn't, like, I think she looks her age. She doesn't look, like, that much younger than her age, I don't think. And, like, everybody else in the group was, like, can vouch for the fact that she is the age that she says she is. So, like, yeah, I don't know. It's East 3. Wrong, it's East 4 now. Get with the times. Might depend on clothing, too. I don't remember what she was wearing. I guess maybe... Was she wearing Lolita? Because I know, like, wearing Lolita honestly obfuscates age a lot. Like, maybe wearing frilly dress is the secret to remaining young forever, because, like... I feel like... You can be anywhere between the ages of, like, 16 and 45, and if you are in a... Especially if you're with a group, if you are wearing a frilly dress, people will not be able to figure out how old you are. They'll be like, I don't know, like 24? Like... Yeah. Yeah. The ATF sentence, like, oh, like 20 years plus 11 months old, the ATF sentence to catch restaurants. I mean, yeah, but it was more just like the fact that they, like, it wasn't just like they called over the manager. It was like, they took her ID away from her. Like, they walked away with it. They brought it to the back. Like, she was like, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know what they're doing with it in the back. Like... Yeah, they probably verified the ID online. Yeah, but they didn't tell her. They didn't tell her what they were doing with it. They were just like, yeah, we just need to look at this closer. I have a full-grown beard and I got ID the other day. He looked at me like, I don't know, man. I'm like, thank you for making me feel young again. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's like, I don't know. I used to get ID'd for a lot of stuff. And then I stopped. And now, I don't know. I feel like now I'm at a place where it's like a 50-50 chance. I guess it like depends on like what I'm wearing and who I'm with. Like... I feel like the people I hang around tend to be, like, slightly older than me. So they probably assume if I'm, like, hanging around them that I can't be, like, that much younger. But I don't know, I still get asked for ID sometimes. But I don't know, I guess another thing, too, I've noticed is... And maybe this comes down more to, like, policy, like, for individual businesses. But, if I go to like a liquor store, I'm more likely to get ID'd there compared to like if I order like a glass of wine at a restaurant. Like if I order alcohol at a restaurant, they almost never ask if I'm like to show ID. But if I'm at a like store, I feel like they're more likely to, which is odd. But maybe that just comes down to like business protocols. But yeah. Yeah, probably store policies. Yeah, maybe it depends. Because I'm trying to think if like what I typically buy at liquor stores is like any more like, because it isn't. I don't think what I buy there is not like heavier than what I'd be ordering at a restaurant. Like, it's either gonna be some variation on a wine or some variation on cocktails. Like, oof. Oh, hey, I'm somehow not in 4th place. Let's go! Yippee! Dead last. It's okay, I'm dead second last. Good job, Buick. There we go. What? We got kicked out? Man. Man. Time to 45799. Okay. Man. Let's pin that. Let's pin that. 45799. 45799. 45799. Pin that on YouTube. 45799. There we go. Nanoda finally makes it in. Yeah. Man. Yeah, in a restaurant, people aren't buying a whole case, so stores are stricter. Yeah, but like, I think, no, well, I'm not buying a whole case of anything in stores either. Like, I'm trying to remember the last time I went to a store and bought anything other than, like, an individual can or, like, an individual bottle. Like... Other people are true. Yeah, I guess I just ask it for everybody then. I guess also for a restaurant, like, I feel like how much alcohol they're serving you at a restaurant is gonna be different, right? Because like, if you're buying from a store, you're probably gonna be getting like if you're buying like an entire bottle of wine versus like a glass of wine at a restaurant, like the amount that you're getting is different. Also, I think the restaurant can cut you off if they think you're drinking too much, which stores usually don't. So yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, stores are tested more rigorously because people could buy a ton. Yeah, because I don't think the stores are under any obligation to cut you off since you aren't like drinking the alcohol in the store, right? So I guess that makes it different. Yeah, restaurant, you're only getting them drink by drink. That's true as well. You order them like one at a time. Like, I guess you can kind of like cheat your way through and be like, actually this is for the whole table. But sure, why not? Yeah, it's restaurant prices too. That's true. Like, I guess in stores it's cheaper compared to like how much you'd be spending in a restaurant. Because yeah, restaurant alcohol is pretty expensive. I mean, I justify it to myself. I tend to like... I usually tend to like buy drinks when I'm going out, but again, I justify to myself as the fact that like I don't drink that often at home. Let's go. Boom. Sorry, I told you, if you put down the tile, I will simply wrong you. Just don't put down the tile. Easy. Yeah, not having alcohol at home is a good rule. Yeah, like, I don't drink that much at home, really. Every once in a while, maybe. Like, I think we still have a few cans of various things from Christmas, which I'll get through eventually, but like, it's not like I'm drinking at home pretty frequently. So usually, like, I pretty much almost only drink when I go out. So that's kind of how I justify it to myself of like, okay, this is expensive, but like, probably still cheaper to like only drink once in a while when you're at a restaurant compared to drinking consistently when you're not at a restaurant, you know? Alcohol problem, just have a distaste for it. Oh, you drink too many beers? Just stop liking beer. Easy. I don't know. I think whatever effect alcohol is supposed to have on my brain, I don't think it's quite having it, usually, when I drink. Because, like, I get it for, like, in a social situation of, like, you know, I guess it makes you a little more willing to go along with things. But, like, I feel like when I'm drinking on my own, it's, like, the idea of, like, being sad and coming home and having a beer about it, I feel like it's like, okay, cool, now I'm sad, and now I'm just have worse motor coordination. I still believe alcohol is just gaslighting yourself into enjoying it. Maybe for certain drinks. Most beers, I feel. Most beers, maybe. Or maybe most beers just need to be served at, like, such a cold temperature that you barely have to taste them. But, I don't know. I used to think the same way with coffee. Like, you know, everybody who likes coffee is just, like, making it up. But... yeah, I don't get that. If I'm stressed, I have zero desire for alcohol. Yeah, I think for me it's, like, the idea of, like, I think it definitely makes me feel different. So I wouldn't say it has zero effect, but, like, would that effect make me, like, happier or less happy? I don't really think it does either. I guess maybe it's like, I don't know, showering yourself with, like, just like dousing yourself in water. Like, maybe if you're really hot, if it's a really hot day, it probably feels really good. But like, or maybe if it's cold and you're like, okay, well, it's like a cold plunge type thing. But then sometimes, like, if it's just like, if you feel mildly uncomfortable and like drop a bucket of water on yourself, it's like, cool, now I'm just like uncomfortable and wet. Like, you don't just get tipsy off being sad, you get absolutely destroyed. To be fair, I'm trying to think, I guess... usually when I drink, I don't end up drinking, like, that much alcohol in itself, I think, as well, because, like, all the stuff I like is, like, stuff that's too sweet to be able to drink in large quantities. Like, I have thrown up from drinking before, but it was after drinking, like, 1.5 Chu-Hais. And that was probably more just due to the fact that there's, like, so much sugar in Chu-Hais. I was probably throwing up from that before the actual alcohol actually hits. So... Oh god, my lips are so dry. Again, I'm just like living with the consequences of not drinking water. Oh god, I'm gonna get banned. It's banning me. No! I was drinking water! No! I mean, I guess that was a towel I was gonna put down anyway, but... Actually, no! I got screwed over! I was drinking water! I was drinking water and the game's like, no! You cannot drink water. Yeah. Acquired taste is just gaslighting yourself. Me before I liked sushi. Did you have to gaslight yourself for that too? I don't know. I think you can... I feel like acquired taste is just like, I don't know, wait until you get older and then like... It's literally just like, wait until you get older, I feel. Man. Mahjong Soul against hydration. I know! Just wait until your taste buds get numb. Yeah, just wait until you're worse at tasting. Have you tried being worse at tasting? Oh, The tough part with sushi is appreciating the subtle differences in ingredients. I think it's one of those things where it's like, you have to have sushi from a variety of places to start to be able to even notice the difference. Oh, I think I talked about this the other day. So there was, when I was working, right? Usually I would just go to a nearby grocery store to get lunch and they would have like these like poke bowls. But then there was also another place that served poke bowls that I went to once and it was like worse in every possible way. Like it was more expensive. It was like double the price and the portions were about the same as the grocery store. But also like there was less fish. There was only one kind of fish and the fish, like the quality of the fish was just kind of worse. So it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of, it was worse in every way. Yeah, it was mainly the raw fish aspect, because aside from the vegetables, you wouldn't really eat raw meat. You say that, but like... I mean, beef tartare is a thing, but I guess it's like more of a fancy people thing. You're more likely to have sushi than beef tartare. And even then, beef tartare is like... still kind of hotly debated. Maybe... Smoked salmon, I feel, is like a pretty close thing. Where I don't think smoked salmon is like totally uncooked. But like, I feel like smoked salmon is like... it feels uncooked enough, you know? Yeah, Japan has raw chicken and horse too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the worst American. He's failed at being American. Real Canadian moment, Canadian stream, listening to Canadian band wearing flannel. I don't know. Take a shot of maple syrup or something. Smoked salmon is smoked. Yeah, but like it feels less cooked than if you like had like, you know, pan-fried salmon or something. A regular person doesn't usually eat meat raw is what I mean, unless it's part of the culture. I don't know, I guess probably depends on what you consider regular person. But... I don't agree with that either. Okay, well... I don't know. As a kid, I thought it was raw. I thought smoked salmon was raw for the longest time. I did not realize that... I mean, I knew it had to be, like, cooked in some way, because it had the word smoked in it. But, like, to me, it felt more raw compared to, like... again, like, cooked salmon in a pan. But also, maybe I just grew up with like really overcooked salmon. That's also like an option. That's also a possibility. Now freeze some maple syrup outside for a sweet treat. You can... Okay, you got what you gotta do. You can do snow taffy, but what you gotta do is you gotta like boil the maple syrup first so that it's like liquidy, and then you gotta like bring some snow inside so you can see it and make sure it's clean, and then you pour the maple syrup over the snow, like the boiled maple syrup. You pour it over the snow, and then you have to wait for it to cool, which is important because I've known people who have burned their tongues because they didn't wait long enough. And then you eat the snow taffy. Just get crushed ice. Also an option. I would say snow works better because you get like a better flat surface. Because like I've seen people do it with ice, and you have a few different issues. Like if it doesn't give a flat surface, you're gonna end up with like a lot of taffy stuck in between pieces of ice. And there's also the issue of like you're gonna pick up the taffy and it's just gonna be covered in water. Whereas like, I don't know, I guess the same thing happens with snow, but like it doesn't feel as unpleasant when it's snow compared to when it's just like water, you know? Yeah, it's gotta be really finely crushed. Yeah, like it really is something that has to be done with snow. Like, for better or for worse. Like, you just gotta find a really, really clean spot. It's probably easier in some places than others, but... I don't know. When I was a kid, I think my parents just grabbed snow out of the backyard. Like, they just found, like, a really, like, unstepped on... Or, like, I guess maybe also, too, if it's, like, snowy out, I guess you could always also, like, put, like, a bucket out and then just, like, pack it down once it stops snowing. I guess that's also technically an option. It's snowing right now, just put a bowl out. Yeah, I guess that's also an option. You just gotta, like, pack it down once it's done. Yeah, snow just feels built different, like how igloos are made with snow and hold shape. Yeah. It's like, I know it's all frozen water at the end of the day, and, like, snow can very easily become ice, but it's different. The structure of it feels different. It snowed. I don't know. A few days ago, it snowed, and getting to work was a pain. But then today, it rained, so... I'm assuming tomorrow is just gonna be really slippery, unless it's above 0. But yeah, I will have to put up with snow. But at least, I don't know. Next EGGY work will be in a place that I can actually get to without really having to go outside in the snow that much. So that will be nice. That'll be nice. Yeah, ice storms suck, but man, are they pretty. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I like how it looks. You know when, like, there's, like, an ice storm, and it, like, falls on all, like, the trees and stuff? So, like, when you go outside, it looks like everything's covered with, like, a layer of glass. That's really pretty, but also then you, like, slip and fall directly on your face. Got a job lined up after the current job? Yes, I don't know if I talked about it on stream. I will have another temporary job from January until early March. So I believe it's like 6 weeks, I think. 6 weeks of work. So, but yeah, work is work. I don't know exactly when the dates are because they already changed the starting date once. So it's entirely possible, like, they haven't fully finalized the contract from what I've heard, so like it's possible they could change it again. But yeah, I will be EGGY office work. I'll be office EGGY again. It'll be EGGY work. I don't know. I'm looking forward to going to work and not having to wear the same thing every day. Because I had a uniform for this past job. But like, I don't know. I was... You get tired of it after a while. And I felt like I could not wash the shirt. Because I was working like 5 times a week, right? And I felt like I could never wash the shirt enough times. And I'm like, man, I feel like this is getting stinky. But... okay, I don't think we have... Desperation time. Couldn't you get a second uniform? Okay, so technically the uniform, there was 2 options. There was a t-shirt, and there was a, like, long sleeve. Like a button-up long sleeve. I wore the button-up long sleeve almost every day because I did not care for the t-shirts. I don't know why they did it this way, but, like, the uniform, like, the t-shirt itself, like, the button-up shirt was just, like, a normal button-up shirt, but, like, the t-shirt was, like, this, like, really low-cut shirt. It was, like, a v-neck that was, like, weirdly low-cut, and, like, I wore it once to work, and, like, I think at one point I was, like, trying to lean forward to point to something on the counter for a customer, and the whole time I was, like, trying to, like, hold up my boobs so that, like, I was not going to, like, be indecent at work. But yeah, it's the kind of thing that, like, it was a problem that would not be solved by sizing up, like, by going up a size or by going down a size. Like, I think going up or down would have both presented problems. Nanora wins! Nanora wins! Let's go! Thank you everybody else for playing. Congratulations to Nanora. Yeah, I guess seasonal work doesn't give you more than 1 set. No, they gave us multiple t-shirts, but they only gave us 1 long sleeve. Because I guess the idea is that you wear the long sleeve on top of the t-shirt. But again, I hated wearing the t-shirt. I would always wear the long sleeve button up, like just buttoned up to the top. So I would never wear the t-shirts. So, in theory, they gave me more than 1 uniform. In practice, no. Hold on. Give me a second. Could you wear your own shirt under it? In theory, yes. In practice, I didn't really have anything I could use with it. I know some other people I was working with would wear the t-shirts, but they would wear like a tank top underneath. But I didn't really have any tank tops that would work for that, and I didn't feel like buying any, so... yeah. But I don't know why, it was really annoying, because it was only like the women's uniforms that were like that. Like, the guys were given the same, like, long sleeve button-up, but for some reason their t-shirt was, like, a higher cut, like it was, like, a crew neck instead of, like, a v-neck. I don't know why. It makes me mad. I don't get it. Just give me the normal shirt. Alright. I've drinking my water, since apparently the game does not want me to do that. Let's go. I've been training hard, close to expert too. Whoa! Oh, you've been grinding in the... You've been grinding and ranked. One of the Mahjong girlies did not get their note about the dress code. Dress code. The month I was without PC, I was doing Mahjong on the phone. Oh, was that just like your main game while you didn't have a computer? Just like come home, 3 hours of Mahjong. That's fair. There was a time in my life, I don't know, I feel like I don't like playing it on my phone because the screen is just like too small for me to be able to like see everything comfortably. If I had a tablet, I'd probably be playing it all the time on that, but there were times where I would come home from work, open the laptop, 3 hours of Mahjong in ranked. That was like in 2022, 2023. Honestly, like, the time I had COVID, I had so many other video games, and I kept thinking, like, I should play all my other video games. Like, I have nothing else to do right now. And what would I keep doing? Mahjong. Literally, I played Mahjong for, like, the entire time. It's like, I don't know. I could, you know, I have nothing better to do. I should really spend my time finishing up games that I started but didn't finish, or like watching anime that I never finished or something. No, I'm gonna watch VTubers and play Mahjong. I think I reached a point where further games won't let me improve, so I need to do exercises like in chess. Gotta get like a Mahjong workbook or something. Mahjong workbook. You got like multiple choice Mahjong tests. Mahjong. Mahjong trainers do exist. I know that in the same way that like chess coaches exist, right? I swear I know how to speak English today. What you call discard exercises? Resolve used to post up. Oh yeah, you're right. Like those like, what would be the best thing to discard in this situation? Yeah, I remember those. Did I do any of them? I don't think I did very many of them. Yeah, my guilty pleasure is a Mahjong-a-thon the size of King Kong. You just like sit there, it's like, Mahjong for 6 hours. Mahjong for 6 hours. I mean, I guess at one point I did get into that place this year, but it wasn't with Mahjong, it was with the Zachtronic Solitaire Collection. I'd be like, cards for 6 hours. Like, I think I've told you guys about the one afternoon I spent where I'm like, this is so unemployment core. I was like watching Northern Lion and playing Zachtronic Solitaire Collection and drinking Monster after I woke up and got out of bed at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. That was very unemployment core. I don't plan to do that too often, but you know. Unemployment core. Nothing more unemployment core than cards for 6 hours. Or tiles for 6 hours. Like, I think I have over 100 hours in the Zachtronic Solitaire Collection. Probably slightly more because Steam only counts the version on my like PC. I think I have a few more hours of it on because I have it on my phone as well. So Steam doesn't count that one, so it's probably actually slightly higher. It's probably not as high as Mahjong Soul, but I don't know. Even then, Mahjong Soul is not going to give me an accurate number because it wasn't until later that I downloaded like the actual like client from Steam, right? Because for the longest time I was playing in browser, so it's not going to count those hours, obviously. So even then, it's still not going to be correct. I do wonder how many hours it is, though. I'm sure there's a way to check. Did I gamble on a strategy I'm gonna lose with? Probably. I did take part in this tournament earlier this year. When the Gitama event came out, I ended up placing about 300 out of 3,000. It's like top 10%, right? It's like top 10%. That's not bad. Probably better than I would have done. Top 10% of genres. I'm proud of myself for it. Yeah, you should be. Have to get like higher tier zhonging. I need to drink water again, but I feel like the game's gonna yell at me again for it. Maybe I'll wait until after my turn. Okay, I have a second. I should take it. Yeah. My aim for the coming year is to take master rank, then change my name to Long John Silver. Yeah, and then are you just going to like... Because you gotta like maintain master rank, right? That's like a thing that you can lose if you lose too many games, right? Yes, okay, that's what I thought. Because I think you can't fall below adept, but you can... All the other ones, I think you can get kicked back into a lower rank, right? That is correct. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. Ugh. I might need to like bust out the paper koa again. Ugh. I don't know, maybe like having bulldog noodles for dinner was like a mistake. It's like, oh, my nose and throat are mildly irritated. What if I ate something that would make that worse? What if I went and made things worse? Ow. I think the lid is like stuck shut. Whoops. I am to struggle and hope that the game doesn't kick me out for struggling to open a bottle of Pipacoa. Ow. Ow. Oh, Richie. Here we go. There you go. Shot of vodka will sort it out. No, I don't think that would actually make it worse. I think that would just make my throat drier. Hold on. I somehow managed to... I managed to choke on Pipacoa. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know how I managed to screw that up. Okay. I'm alive. I'm alive. And my voice is still working. And my throat is no longer super, super dry. Stop dying. I'm trying, okay? Like, I aim to survive until at least March, you know? What? I aim to remain alive, which means I can't be choking on Papacoa. There we go. Okay. I'm drinking my water. March? At least, you know? We have to set our like our goals low, so you know, when we survive until June or July, then we're pleasantly surprised, you know? At least March. Oh. No. You know, it'd be nice if we can do other things in that time, within that time. I don't know. Is January, February gonna have to be my like lock-in months? I feel like that's a mistake though. It's actually remarkably difficult to lock in January and February, because it's the everyone's tired and there's a lot of snow. But I'm like, I don't know. I was trying to think of like a schedule for myself of like, okay, if I lock in, I can do this. If I do like stream, because okay, what do I have in a week? What do I need to do? I need to stream at least 2 or 3 times, work out at least 2 or 3 times, have 1 day off to spend for socializing, and then I don't know. I'm taking Japanese classes again, so it's also gonna occupy an evening. Summer here, steamy nights and days. Oh, are you in the southern hemisphere? Yeah, it's winter here. We're covered in snow. We're going ooh, ooh every time we walk outside. Although you're probably also going ooh, ooh, but like for a different reason. Australian. Okay, okay. Like you're probably walking outside and being like ooh, ooh from the heat, and then I'm walking outside and going ooh, ooh when I see that I need to shovel the driveway. I don't know, it's just the season where we all go, ooh! Yeah, I'm like, okay. There's 7 days in a week. If I stream for... Okay, so Japanese class occupies 1 of them, so 4 of them. So I'd have to stream at least 2 evenings, work out at least 2 evenings. Which would leave, I guess I can use Saturday for socializing. And then Sunday, I guess Sunday could be like a free day for whatever. Sunday could be like, I don't know. I guess I could stream again on Sunday. Maybe Sunday can be like projects day, or just like doing laundry and stuff day. If I can lock in. I don't know if I can lock in to that degree. But I guess it would only be for like 6 weeks, right? Like, can I withstand 6 weeks of locking in? Is the question. Like, maybe I can chill after that. But can I lock in for 6 weeks straight? Maybe. Because that's also on top of, like, commute times and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what the commute is going to be like. Like... Because, like, on one hand, it's in a busier area. I think it is further away than current EGGY job, but there is multiple ways to get there. Like, even more ways to get there than there is for, like, the one I just finished, so... big believer in dedicated do nothing time. Yeah, maybe like Sunday, because I figured Sunday would be like, you know, do laundry, clean your room. I guess I could probably use it to either stream or like, if I had to like do recordings for anything, I guess that would be on Sunday. And I guess Saturday. Saturday would be socializing day. Like if people ask like, when are you free? You can be like, Saturday, thumbs up. Saturday. I'm good with heat. It can get to 50 degrees here? I think the most I've ever experienced here is like 42, I think. Like, and even then, that was like unusually hot. That was like, I feel like here it gets to like maybe over 35 degrees and they start putting out like heat warnings, everybody stay inside, never leave your house. But I don't think we had that many of those last year. I had such arguments with my folks about that. What, the weather or having dedicated do nothing time? Because, like, I don't know. I think it is good to schedule, like, time for doing nothing. Like... Because otherwise, I guess if you have scheduled... Yeah, well, because, like, if you have scheduled do nothing time, right? If you're like, okay, here's a day where I'm gonna do nothing, then, like, you don't spend that entire day feeling bad for not doing anything, you know? Because, like, if you're like, oh, yeah, I could do this. I have a day where I could do chores, but then if you spend the entire day being like, oh, I don't want to do chores, then, like, you're gonna feel bad about it. Whereas, like, if you're like, I'm gonna spend this day doing nothing, then, you know, when you get to the end of the day and you've accomplished nothing, then, like, you don't feel like you've failed, you know? I don't think I'm in a very good spot with these tiles, to be frank. I need to schedule do nothing time way earlier in my life. Would have probably made my life way easier. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have gotten into, like, scheduling it on purpose earlier on. But... I don't know. I feel like that's where some people come to grief. They feel like every last day needs accomplishment or progress. I don't know. I guess I've just never been like a super like grind set person, which has its drawbacks. Because like I've absolutely gotten worse with time management as time has gone on. Like I was bad enough with it before, but then like I've just gotten worse. I've gotten worse at it over time. But like... But yeah, like, I don't think every day needs accomplishment. You don't have to be like, what have I done today? Nothing, and that's bad. You can just be like, nothing, and that's neutral. Because yeah, my parents are kind of the same. Like they're not like super like grind set, but like they are the kind of people that are like, you should do something every day. And then they get bored if they don't do anything, and like, I don't know. I love doing nothing. I did nothing, and that is what I needed. Yeah, like... Because, like, not everything is a super high priority, right? Like, it's okay if you don't get everything done right away. Unfortunately, I just hit myself with the 1-2 burnout special. No! Boom. Third place Eggy once again. I'm getting third. I feel like I'm getting third a lot today. But yes, congratulations to Barraclaw. Thank you for playing. Let's hope the game doesn't kick us out. Oh, thank God. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think before COVID, I was like I wouldn't say that I was like working super hard or anything. I think it was just that like I didn't waste a lot of time because I didn't have a lot of time to waste, you know? Like I would spend every day, like I would go from like, I would, you know, it's one of those things, you know, wake up, go to school, like go to class, have a break between classes, do some homework, do some reading, eat lunch, go to another class, get on the bus, go to work, come home, eat dinner, take a shower, go to bed. Like, it's not like I was wasting time. It's just because, like, I didn't have a lot of time to waste, right? So, like, that was the thing, was just, like, I think that, like, once COVID happened, then, like, yeah, it was a bit of a relief in the sense that, like, okay, I don't need to, like, spend all my time going, as I go from one thing to the next. But it was also like, oh no, I am wasting a lot of time because I suddenly have a lot of time and I'm not 100% sure what to do with it, you know? And I feel like that only got worse as things went on. And now I'm like at the point in my life where I take like 35 minutes to get out of bed in the morning. Not because I'm trying to, sometimes because I'm like hitting snooze, but it's more just like, okay, I hit snooze for 10 minutes and then I wake up and then I scroll Twitter for like another 10 to 15 minutes and then I check my Discord messages and then I go, ugh, and then I eventually get out of bed. Maybe a little faster if I have somewhere to be, but like, I don't know, I wasn't like this before, I don't think. Like, I was never quick to get out of bed, but it used to take me like half that amount of time, you know? I'm glad I never became one of those snooze people. See, I was never a snooze person either. And then 2024 happened, and I had a job that was like super started like, I mean, it didn't start super early, but because of my commute, I had to leave super early. So I was waking up at like 5 a.m. every day, and yeah, I became a snooze person. I became a snooze person. When the sun wakes me up, I get up. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? Your room has big enough windows for that to be a possibility. My room, I'm in a basement room, and the window's not very big. So the idea, like, honestly, I could probably sleep in until like 3 p.m. and... Oh, start game. Oh, somebody hit ready. Okay. I could probably sleep in until like 3 p.m. and not notice. Like, the sun, there is not enough sun. I remember, like, being for a while, like, why is it every time I go back and visit my parents, my sleep schedule just, like, fixes itself? And it's because, like, there's a giant window in that room, so I'm being hit with the sun every time, like, it rises. I can't do that here. That's why I keep snoozing, probably. I'm snoozing, I'm losing. You can get those fancy natural light alarm clocks. I actually got one. I don't use it as much anymore. I got one that would just like shine a really bright light in your face when it goes off. And it worked for a while. The problem now is I just don't have space for it on my, like, I don't have a place to plug it in anymore. Because I got too many devices. I got too much stuff to plug in now. Like, I don't have enough outlets for, like, my kettle and my humidifier and my clock and my computer and my monitors and my laptop and my phone. I just don't have enough for all of them. Do a fake snooze, put the alarm 30 minutes early, hit it, then go back to sleep. I mean, I've tried that, and, like, it worked okay. I just think that, like, I should have never allowed myself to hit snooze ever. I should have never made that an option. But the other thing is that, like, if I don't hit snooze, then it's like, what if I fall back asleep? Because, like, again, I never used snooze until I had to, like, wake up at 5 in the morning. Like, I feel like before that, the idea of going back to sleep was not even an option for me. But with that job, I was like, I was so snoozy. I was so snoozy that, like, I knew that if I didn't snooze the alarm, I would just fall back asleep and not wake up and miss my bus and show up late for work. What on earth is that emote, Punk Asian? What on earth was that? Pachoo. Pachoo. Eeg, hello Sarek Star. Yeah, I used to work night shift, so 100% blackout curtains were a must. That's how I do my alarms. Always set 2 alarms 30 minutes apart. I guess, but then I'm like 30 minutes apart is like, I don't know. I can be ready and out the door in like 45 minutes if I don't eat breakfast or do my makeup. Because those are like the 2 time-consuming steps, right? Eat breakfast and putting on makeup. Everything else I can do relatively quickly, but... yeah. I'm so snoozy. I'm so snoozy now. I'm not eating breakfast is so bad for you. No, okay, how I worked it when I was at the job last year. So, wake up at like 5 a.m. Or, okay, it was like set an alarm for 5. I'd probably get up more, like out of bed, more like closer to 5:30. I wouldn't eat breakfast. I would pack breakfast and eat it at work. I wouldn't do makeup. I would do it on the bus, except, well, when I started, I would do my makeup on the bus. After a while, I just gave up on makeup altogether because, like, there wasn't enough light on the bus because the sun would rise too late for me able to do my makeup on the bus. So I would do no makeup. My skin absolutely died in that time as well because I also would often just not have enough time. I'd be trying to like rush so badly that like I just wouldn't use any of my skincare products. Like I would literally just splash water on my face and call it a day, and I should not have been doing that because my skin got really bad. And then yeah, I would human zoom to the bus. I would sometimes almost miss the bus. I would like cry and scream as I saw the bus pull in and then hope that the bus driver could hear me. And then yeah, that was it. How are you, lovely? Fine and okay. I'm done with my holiday season jobs. That's nice and good. Lazy Eggy strikes again. Look, okay, if you were doing this, you would also be doing the same thing. If you were trying to like get ready this quickly in the morning, you too would have stopped putting on moisturizer or makeup. Like I remember towards the end of my time there, I was like looking in the mirror at some point and I'm like, I feel like I am encountering every kind of skin problem now, where I would just like, it's like my skin was simultaneously breaking out and I was developing wrinkles. Like, it was just, like, it was that bad from just, like, not moisturizing. Or I'd, like, moisturize in the evening. But, like, I wouldn't put anything on my face in the morning. And, like, yeah, my skin was just... It was, like, both dry and oily. It was, like, both aging and also full of acne. Like, it was just, like, the worst possible combination of everything. Like... Again... I was like looking at my eyes, I'm like, am I developing wrinkles? And then I left the job, and then I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Wonderful to hear, and yes, morning panic schedule's wild. Yeah, I'm really glad I don't have to do it anymore. I will keep in mind to try and find jobs that to make sure I never have to do that again. Hello, Egg, hello, Yusha. Hello. But Eggy, I never use makeup. Okay, well, I did. I did. I don't know, I guess the thing is with wearing makeup is that, like, if like, you wear makeup on your first shift, or, like, when people are first meeting you, that's, like, the impression in their head of you that they form, right? But then, like, so, like, if you wear makeup and then one day you come to work without makeup, then people are like, whoa. But, like, if you don't wear makeup for your first few days there and then you start wearing makeup, then it makes, like, a different impression, you know? You don't have to, like... keep up the appearance that you had on the first day. You have to, like, just, you know. I'm afraid if I use makeup, you become addicted to a version of yourself that is not real. I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, though. Because the thing is that, like, with makeup, I think some people have this idea of, like, makeup makes you pretty. And this idea that, like, there is two modes that you can be, where you are either pretty or not pretty, right? And I don't think that's the case. Because, like, when it comes to makeup, it's a bit like clothes. Like, yeah, putting on eyeliner will make my eyes look a certain way, but, like, I was calling the shots on how I put on my eyeliner, you know? Like, what color of eyeliner? How, did it have a wing? Did I not? Like, how much did I put on? Like, I'm calling the shots on all of that, you know? A moisturize and drink tons of water keeps you young. Yeah, but, like, there's certain things, like, you can't drink water your way out of acne. Like, it can improve your skin. Like, I had a breakout, like, during that time a few weeks ago when I just was not drinking water. But, like, you know, you can't cure your acne 100% by just drinking water. I would still say, whoa. But yeah, like, you can, I promise you, you cannot. I can say this from experience. Because I was also, you know, at the time I was saying, like, at the time at my job where, like, I was, like, just splashing water on my face. Like, my skin was garbage, and I was also drinking insane amounts of water every single day. So I can say that, like, if drinking water was enough, I would not have been having that problem in the first place. I drink lots of water, eat a lot of jelly, and lots of honey. My skin is soft and my hair is a golden shine. Also, a lot of this is also genetics. Like, you might just have good hair and skin genetics. Like, sometimes there's just, like, you gotta work around that. You might just not naturally have, like, dry skin. Or if you don't live somewhere that's, like, especially cold, then, like, you're also probably not gonna be dealing with a ton of dry skin either. Ooh. This is just the night where Eggy goes, ooh. Yeah, humidity plays a huge part. Exactly, yeah, like, I know in the winter my skin gets, like, a lot worse, and so does everyone else's. Like, not just your face, but also, like, your lips and your hands. Yeah, be happy you won't get bald at all. Yeah, like, but it's genetics. You can't just, like, be like, oh, I never do anything. Because usually when I see people who have, like, nice hair, nice skin, and are like, oh, I just don't do anything to it, it's like, it's either like, okay, either you are lying to my face, or it's just genetics, you know? Or they are God's favorite. Like, oh, I just don't have to put anything on at all. Okay. But that's the other thing too as well, is like with makeup, it's not just about like looking like you have nicer skin or like less dark circles either. It's also just like the general impression you want to make, right? Because like wearing lipstick will like, especially like if it's like a more like bold or prominent color, like that's already gonna make a huge difference versus not wearing lipstick, right? Or like wearing like heavy eyeshadow, that's gonna make a huge difference compared to not doing that. And that has nothing to do with if it's like pretty or not pretty, but that's just like, you know, it makes it leaves a different impression. Like, and yeah, if you don't do it, you're gonna look different. I remember once I told Huchima, oh, you look pretty without makeup. Haha, my makeup skills are so good you cannot notice them. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make heavy. We're gonna head straight into the like extreme generalization zone when I say that like a lot of guys are actually terrible at telling if women are wearing makeup or not. Like every so often you'll see some poor guy make a fool of himself online where he's like, he'll post a picture and be like, I like girls, I like women who don't wear makeup. And then they like post a picture of like a woman who's very clearly wearing makeup. And like some of it is probably rage bait, but it's also just like, you know, every so often someone makes a fool of himself where they like mistake, you know, light concealer and eyeshadow with no makeup. And it's like, Oh, here we go. I told you, we're going straight into the heavy generalization zones. To be fair, that time I didn't notice it at all. Yeah, well, the thing is like, I feel like a lot of what changes with makeup, a lot of the time... Because, like, obviously there's sometimes makeup is very obvious, right? Like, if someone's wearing, like, bright red lipstick or, like, you know, super heavy smoky eyeshadow, like, that's noticeable, right? But, like, usually for, like, lighter makeup, a lot of what goes unnoticed is usually related to texture. So, like, if you're wearing, like, foundation or concealer, the skin will have a slightly different texture. Especially if they're wearing it with powder. Like, the skin will have a different texture. And I think this is where, like, the people who are seeing this in pictures get tripped up. Because a lot of the time, unless you're, like, taking a picture in absolutely, like, trash garbage lighting, usually the texture is not super prominent in the picture, right? So... yeah, so I think that's what trips a lot of people up. You gotta look at, like, the texture of the skin. Because, like, there is no foundation that can 100%... Like, you get, like, 100% color match, but it's very difficult to... You're not really going to find, like, a 100% texture match, you know? The ads are cutting the conversation. Oh, no! Heavy Generalization Zone is my favorite Sonic stage. Oh, no, he got the ads. The ads cut into the Heavy Generalization Zone. Not the ads. But yeah, this has been my experience. Both in real life and online. Like... Cause like... Yeah. When did I get this emote? What emote is it? I don't think I've seen that one before either. But yeah, no, there's just... I don't know. It's like clothes, right? Like, there's any number of ways to do your makeup. In the same way that, like, there's any number of ways to put together an outfit. And, like, you can... Sometimes people do try to do the thing where it's like, you know, dress for your silhouette, dress for your body type. But also there's a lot of people who are like, I'm wearing this because I want to look like this. And this is the impression I want to leave. I wish I could rage bait her to say hi again. Hi. Hi. Oh yeah, Faye, I was thinking about this earlier. What was the name again of that, the Shonen Jump manga that got rescued by Fujoshis? What was it called again? There was like one specific instance with one specific one, and I totally forgot the name. Kagurabachi. Thank you. There we go. Sorry, it's unrelated to anything. I just had the thought earlier. I'm like, what was that one? What was the one Shonen Jump one that got saved by Fujos? Okay, that's the one. Thank you. I figured you would know. I figured you would know. And I figured it would probably be easier to just ask you rather than try and Google, like, Shonen Jump manga that was rescued by Fujoshis. The Fujo started to make fan art of it, and the fan base went, yes, it's saved. Well, like, I don't know. I feel like I've even seen that happening in English for, like, other things, of people, like, judging a thing's popularity by, like, how many, like, entries it has on, like, various popular fanfiction sites. Like, again, if the Fujos are not into it, you're doomed. A lot of mangas are about to get axed start to do a lot of Fujo bait to hope for a save. I mean, I guess also too, I imagine you probably have to, like, be good at it. Like, it's not enough to just Fujo bait. Like, the Fujo bait has to be good, otherwise the Fujos will not take the bait. Right now my favorite train wreck of a manga that has Yusha in it is trying to do it right now. What do you mean has Yusha in it? Or was that, like, an autocorrect thing? Yeah, it works both ways. That's the thing, yeah, like, I feel like not all Fujo bait is created equal, right? Like, it can help. I imagine it could probably save you if you're good at it. Because the main character is literally Yusha. I'm in it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. There's just like a character with like red hair and an eye patch and a little braid thing. Oh. Becky, when are we reading the Fire Force manga? I haven't read any manga since like April. Do a watch along of Fire Force. I don't know. I'm like, I don't even know what anime I would want to do watch alongs for. I'm like, I figure sometimes I watch things that I'm like, this would be good to do as a watch along, and then I don't do it. Trying to think, because there's been things I've watched recently where I'm like, I should watch this with the eggplants. I want to watch all the Knives Outs sometime with the eggplants. I've seen them all. I don't know if everybody here has seen them all. I've seen them all, and I like them all. Not all equally, but like, I do. That feels like it's something I would want to do. Look at this and tell me it isn't Yusha. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. Let's take a look. Ah, yeah, that is kind of Yusha, isn't it? I mean, he has two eyes, but like, it does have like the hairstyle and like that same like green red, like red hair green eye combo. That is kind of Yusha. That is kind of Yusha. There's another one too. Is this like, are we gonna end up like Yusha? Do you have like a thing? I have a channel in my Discord server called Not Eggies. That's just like when I run into pictures, like art of like characters that look like me but aren't me. Like it's like pictures of like, you know, blonde haired, like girls with long blonde hair and frilly clothes and like, you know, a hat. And it like looks like me. You need to make like a Not Yusha's channel at some point. You just need to start collecting these. Or just like things that like almost look like you but aren't you. But yeah, this guy made two mangas that both had a Yusha as a protagonist. Like, is this, maybe it's like one of those artists that like knows how to draw like one type of character really, really well. Because I think about this with, like, Ryoko Ikeda, like the mangaka for Rose of Versailles. Literally all of her works, almost all of them, either the main character is or like they prominently feature a character who's like tall and blonde with long hair and androgynous. Like that seems to be like all of her protagonists. Not all the protagonists. I guess Onisamae isn't like, Rei isn't the protagonist, but like she's still important. But like, yeah, so many of her work is just like all of her protagonists are kind of just the same archetype of character. Like it's like, yep, this is who I'm gonna get good at drawing. And do this for the rest of my career. Alright, congratulations to young Takezo for robbing us of all of our points. Faye, I think your link is broken. But yes, GG. Let me drink some water. You drink some water. Water. Tell me if this isn't Yusha either. Let me see. Yeah, oh my god, that's even more Yusha than the first one you sent. That's even more Yusha. He's got like the little braid. Glasses on? Glasses on. Okay. Yeah, this is even Yusha. Like, yeah, you need to make like a collection of not Yushas. Of like things that look like Yusha but are not. I am on the way. On the way? To what? Zhang? You're on your way to Zhang. You're getting there. Thank you again for the matches. I appreciate your time and your streams. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining my matches. I know this is not my usual time slot, but it might become my usual time slot in the near future. I think once I start working. Because, like, okay, I have this week. Like, what's going on this week? I have this week. I'll probably do... Because what am I doing? Tomorrow I go get my hair cut. Maybe I'll stream... Maybe I'll have one more stream before I go to the US. Then I'm in the US for until like the 13th? The 12th? The 12th. So I'll probably do a stream when I come back. Because I come back and I have like a whole week before, before stuff starts up. So, yeah, that will be... They'll probably, yeah. Monday drawing somewhere in the world, Sunday stream, yeah. I mean, I imagine for some of you, right? It's 11:15. For somebody somewhere, it's like tomorrow morning, you know? But yeah, my sleep schedule is so broken and unfixable, I might as well. I'm zhonging on Monday. See, it's Mahjong Monday for you. For me, it's Smahjong Sunday. But, you know, for you, it's Mahjong Monday. Yeah, for me, it's 3:13 p.m. Monday. Wait, you're like that's almost like 24 hours ahead. No. What am I saying? I don't know why I thought it was 11 a.m. Happy Zhong Day? Happy Zhong Day! It's Zhong Day somewhere. Most of the world's time zones are already in Monday. True! I mean, we're only in Sunday for about 45 more minutes, you know? Maybe I'll end at midnight. Maybe I'll go until midnight. If I go until midnight, then it will be... We're mahjonging until Monday starts. I guess we are kind of one of the last parts of the world to hit Monday. Yeah, if you're in East Coast time, it's like 14ish. Oh, okay. Yeah. How long will you go if you switch schedules? So, what do I got? So I'm in the States for a couple weeks. And then, I come back. I have like a week, I think, or so of downtime. So I'll probably do morning streams then. Then, from like the 19th or so onward until early March, I will be on my own, or I will be evening. It's gonna be evening Eggy, basically, from like the January 19th onwards, I think. Then once we hit March, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So that will be what's happening. That will be happening. Yeah. Times would be nice. I guess because I don't know. I don't want to give a time for once I start Eggy work, because I don't know how long my commute will be in the evening. So I don't want to say like, oh, 7 p.m. and then I get home and it's like 6:45 and I'm like, really, guys? So roughly though, I imagine it would be somewhere between like 7 and 8 p.m. Sometime in between there would be when it would start, I think. I probably wouldn't go for as long, but probably somewhere around there. You're gonna be in New York the whole time? No, I'm gonna be in New York, and then I'm gonna head towards MagFest on... I think it's the 8th, so... yeah. But I'm also probably going to be streaming when I am in New York with Bella. Because we did discuss a few, like, off-collab ideas. I don't know what the logistics of them are going to be. So I will be present on a Twitch stream somewhere between the 2nd and the 8th of January. I don't know whose channel it's going to be on. Because I'm bringing my laptop, but like, I don't have like my good mic or anything, so it's possible that we might just be using Beba's channel the whole time. Because yeah, she did say Mahjong Monday off collab as like an idea she floated. So Mahjong Monday might actually happen while I'm in New York. I just don't know if it will be on this channel or if we're going to be doing it on Beba's. I didn't ask. Because yeah, she said, yeah, there was a couple days where she had like, I think she said Monday and Wednesday were like the days that she's like, yeah, we should do some kind of like off collab, like Eggy is here streams. So yeah, with Beba, with Beba. Also, hello White Zora, welcome. Oh yeah, I should probably start the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Beba. Baxter Crook is really trying to eggplant meetup. But yeah, I'll be with Beba. And we're gonna have foods. And we'll probably, I don't know, she'll probably take, I think she had floated a few ideas of things to do, so we're almost certainly going to be doing some streams together. I will be eating pizza at some point. I will be... well, probably she said she wanted to take me to like museums and stuff. She wanted to take me on the Weeb. I don't know if she still plans to take me on the Weeb circuit. But it's, you know, it's not off the table. Your diet will be utterly destroyed those weeks. Faye, my diet has been destroyed since at least last week. Go ice skating? I can do that here, though. If anything, it might be even easier to do here. Like, I don't know. There is a part of myself that's kind of disappointed, because I remember last year I went to MagFest, and I'm like, you know what, next year I need to, like, lose a bunch of weight between now and next January, and, like, I'll show up and everyone will be like, whoa, she lost so much weight, and then I'm like, this year I'm like, I think I've failed. If anything, I might actually be, like, a couple pounds heavier than I was when I went last year. So I'm like, man. Absolute failure. Do you ice skate often? No. Well, okay, yes and no. Not in the past year or two, because I don't think I have my ice skates here. I think they're still in my parents' house. But, oh, is it worth it? Probably not. But, yeah. Ah, here we go. That's much better. That's much better. Here we go. Akihabara, Japan. Akihabara, New York. Well, I don't know. It's the Weeb circuit. It's you go to Koreatown, and then you go to Daiso, and you go to Book Off, and you go to Kinokuniya, and you go to the Nintendo store. I wonder, because, okay, I've been to the Nintendo store before, in, like, 2017, and I have this, like, Kirby t-shirt that I bought when I was there, and part of me is like, I should buy a second Kirby t-shirt. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to keep shopping to a minimum when I'm there, just because, like, I will get beaten to death with hammers by the currency exchange. But, yeah. Like, I'm absolutely gonna get beaten to death with hammers by that. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do too much shopping unless there's something there that I see that I really want, but... United States discount. I'm getting, like, the opposite of a United States discount. I'm getting, like, the, like, Canadian surcharge. That said, if American eggplants, you should visit Canada, because it quite literally will be a cheaper trip than the other way around. Like, quite literally everything here for you will be 30% cheaper. Like, I don't know, you buy something that's like $1 in Canada, and it's actually going to be like 75 cents. Or so. I refuse to go to Canada unless someone pays for the trip. Okay, well, you're not coming from the United States, though, to my knowledge. You're different. You're different. I'm talking specifically to the, like, eggplants within the United States of America. Please come visit Canada. I promise it will be a cheaper trip. Can you get pizza in Canada? Can you get a cheese slice? Yes, you can get pizza in most countries in the world, I think. I don't know how ours stacks up with New York's, but I don't know. What can you get in Canada? You can get poutine. You can get poutine here. You can get poutine. You can get, You keep complaining about the eternal winter cold now. You want people to visit? Just visit at a different time of year. Just visit in the summer. Is getting a hotel in Canada cheap at least? Okay. I would say it depends what you mean. So in terms of pure numbers, I feel like hotel rooms in major Canadian cities probably cost the same as American cities. In the sense of like, you know, this is like X number of dollars per night. However, because the Canadian dollar is a lot weaker than the American dollar right now, like a hotel room in Canada that would be like $125 per night would probably be something more like $100 if you're an American because of your dollar. Yeah, it's because of the Canadian dollar. That's why I'm saying like everything here for Americans would be like 30% cheaper because it's $100 per night. That's expensive. Well, okay, I don't know. For Canadian rooms, I feel like that's pretty normal for most hotels. Like $100. Yeah, it's pretty normal. That sounds pretty average. Keep in mind, though, that the thing is I've noticed, and I noticed this when I was in Japan, is that, like, Canadian hotel rooms assume that you're booking for at least 2 or more people. Like, one of the things I remember seeing when I was in Japan was, like, if you're traveling as one person, like you might get a hotel room for, like, one person that's, like, $75 a night. And that hotel room will only have like one bed. It will be like one bed for one person. And there might be like a chair or something elsewhere in the room. But like if you book a room for one in Canada, you're probably not getting a room with one bed. You're probably getting a room with 2 beds and you just, I don't know, throw all your suitcases and stuff on the other bed or something. Like, it seems that like travel is a thing you do in groups here. My whole trip to USA is cheaper than domestic Canada. I wouldn't say that. I don't think that would be true. Because, like, I don't know. How much is my trip costing? I haven't totaled it out yet, but, like, if I'm staying at Bebo's, then that won't cost very much. Because, obviously, there's the plane tickets. And then I've already paid for, like, an Airbnb that I'm splitting with a bunch of other people for MagFest. Yeah, you staying at Bebo saves you so much money. I know, New York hotels are expensive. Even actually, when I went on my school trip in 2017, the hotel we were staying in was technically, it was technically in New Jersey. Where in New Jersey, I have no idea. I don't have any pictures of the area. And every time we were driving through it, it was always at night, so I couldn't really see much of anything anyway. But yeah, it was not even technically in New York. It was actually like on the New Jersey side. Presumably because it was cheaper than to do it like in New York. Yeah, I feel like even the smallest hotel room for Canada is only built for 2 people. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, when I was leaving Japan, I stayed in a hotel, and I booked for 1 person, and this was still in Japan. I booked for 1 person, and my hotel room had 1 bed, and then it had, like, a table and chair on the side. And then I booked a room for 1 person for when I landed in Canada, because I was doing, like, a layover, and when I landed, it was like... It was a room for 2 people. Like, I booked for 1 person, but the room had 2 beds in it. Like, hotels in Canada do not understand the idea of a solo traveler. They just don't exist here. I have friends all over the country, so I have a place to stay in general, for evil. Yeah. I mean, I think when I was a kid, like, when we would travel, usually, like... Whenever we visit places, if we knew people there, we would just be staying with them. That's usually how my parents did it, too. Like, either with family or with friends. Like, we'd stay in hotels sometimes if it was like what we were doing was like just like really out of the way from where they were living, but no, rest of the time. No! I had so many Dora. I had so many Dora. I had so many Dora. No! I had so many Dora and they were worthless. I went to a place with a small room and I watched the news while processing the food I ate at the all-you-can-eat place. Was the all-you-can-eat place like part of the hotel? Yeah, probably rare to solo travel here since it's so expensive. True, I imagine most of the people who are like solo travelers too are probably like people whose work is paying for their trip. Like it's for like some kind of conference or like it's like business reasons. So like they just assume like, oh yeah, it's probably like the company that's like footing the bill for the hotel room and stuff. It was 5 squares away. How far is that? Canada options are like bad train or expensive plane, right? If you're going by car, it's not that far unless you want to spend 2 to 3 days on the road. Yeah. Well, I don't know. To be fair, Canada is also huge. Most countries are not Canada. Like, things are only spaced so far apart. Your country is amazing. You have so much space and yet so little Canadians. To be fair, like, a solid chunk of the country is, like, uninhabitable Arctic wasteland. So, that's why there's not many people living on it, on, like, a solid chunk of it. Like, it doesn't, like, 90% or something of the Canadian population live within, like, 50... What was it, like, 50 miles of the US border, or 50 kilometers of the US border or something? It's like the vast majority of the population lives on, like, the very south end. Because, like, I guess even if you look at, like, the major cities, right? They're all, like, super close to the border, for the most part. Except for maybe, like... Calgary, maybe? But, like, I don't know. Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal... Like, everything in that, like, Windsor to Quebec City corridor is, like, all along the US border. What else we got? Vancouver is not that far. I guess Victoria is a little further, but like that's an island, so it's kind of its own situation. I don't know, I guess maybe like Newfoundland, some of the Maritimes probably are a little further north. But I like watching vids of the northernmost Canadian settlement. Yeah, like the ones that are up in like Northwest Territories and Nunavut. Yeah. But like those are not like the average Canadian location of residence. Yeah. Edmonton is probably one of the more inner major cities. Yeah, but even Edmonton is like... Calgary is further more north than Edmonton, right? I think? It's like one building with no windows surrounded by snow. Isn't that like in Greenland? I remember like reading somewhere when I was a kid that like a solid chunk of the population of Greenland all live in the same apartment building, but I can't remember if that's true or not. No, Calgary's close to the border. Oh, maybe I'm mixing them up. Yeah, that's Canada. That is Canada. Greenland is amazing. Gaslights you and think it's big. You learn it's smaller than gaslights you again. Well, it's because of the, like, every single time they make, like, a new way of drawing the world map, they don't know what to do with Greenland. So that's why it's like the size keeps getting distorted all the time. Alert. In the Tiktaalik region of Nunavut, Canada, is the northernmost continuously inhabited place in this world. This place. Ah, okay. Yeah. We are in Canada. But yeah, no, I think most of the Canadian population lives like as far south as we can go without going into the States. Otherwise, it is simply too cold. Ooh, I need to stretch my legs. Come to Canada, suffer for 2 seasons of the year. Well, no, it's only 1 season. It's just like a really long season. Just a really long season. Trying to win this in my Rishi City ranked game at the same time. Why are you trying to multi-zhong? Why are you multi-zhonging? Like, of course you're not gonna lock in on either one. Why are you multi-zhonging? Are you like one of those like engagement farms but for zhong? Like, you know when you have the, like those like engagement farms where it's like 1 or 2 people with like, you know, several dozen phones and they're just like hitting like and posting comments on like the same thing? Imagining that but with like just like your computer's running like 4 different zhong games at once. Hi Egg, hi, hello Blue Jay. Yeah, come to Canada. Fruit is expensive. I'd say it's decently priced. Depends on the season, I think. And it depends on the fruit. I think it's like reasonably priced in the summer, but like sometimes in the winter for what you're getting, it's kind of like, eh. I'm so rusty at Mahjong. That's okay. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this for fun. I never do ranked on stream because I would keep falling flat on my face. Deal in, please? No. No. You are, in Ricci. I think you have, I think you are biased. I'm already falling flat on my face. It's okay, we're all falling flat on our faces here. See? There we go, somebody dealt in. Not my problem. That's between them. Oh boy, hanging on by like 1,000 points. Okay. Well, good luck. Okay. Maybe I'll try to make a foolish play here. There's nothing stopping me, right? I'm gonna make a foolish play. I'm gonna play foolishly. Where were you when White Zoro was killed? No, he's not killed. He's still hanging on. Just barely. He's still hanging on. What's stopping you from playing foolishly? Nothing. I'll play as foolishly as I desire. I'll play foolishly, and if I lose, then I guess that's my own punishment for being foolish. Ooh, this might be less foolish than I thought. Oh. Do you ever hear a word and think of a Yu-Gi-Oh card first and foremost? No, because, despite all the different ways my brain has rotted, it has not rotted in that specific way yet. You don't go half flush or special tiles only, you will have 100% per curse on yourself. What do you mean? I'm playing foolishly, I told you. Exactly, there are no curses in a friendly game. Man, okay, well... I'm losing, but that's for reasons that have nothing to do with my foolish play. Had nothing to do with my foolishness. You're winning by being in second place, yeah. Luigi gets second place by doing nothing at all. The most foolish place I made is when my laptop fully shut down after obliterating my opponents while winning all honors after I gave my old laptop completely shut down. No! But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can get second by... If nobody hits you and you never hit anybody, you can just stay at like 2,500 points. And just like nothing changes. Okay. The most foolish play is when I activate Foolish Burial and send a card from my deck to the graveyard or something of that nature. I'm assuming this is Yu-Gi-Oh! This is Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm assuming. I've never... I do not Yu-Gi-Oh! I only know from what other people told me. I'm trying to think of words that might mean anything to you. Max C, I think that might mean something to you. I know there's some cards that are like Mahjong themed. What else might mean something to you? Graveyard. What are other Yu-Gi-Oh words? Sushi boats. I don't remember if that's what they're called, but like that's what they look like. Tenpai is technically a Yu-Gi-Oh term. Oh, really? Like within the gameplay, or was it just within that deck? Su-ships, there we go. Su-ships, that's what I was thinking of. Believe in the heart of the cards. Believe in the heart of the tiles. I play Pot of Greed and draw 2 more cards, and now you instant lose because of Exodia. Yeah, Exodia, that's another word I know. Pot of Greed, that's another word I know. Change of heart, question mark? Blue Eyes White Dragon. I know that one. I know that one. They make a bunch of dragons that run you over on turn 2 with barely any counterplay. Yep, all of those. I was told, because I think I was talking to Kengi once, and I sent him that one gif of like, you know the gif of like the cat shaking his head like this? And then somebody like made it into like a Yu-Gi-Oh card that was just called Nuh-uh. And he said that there was apparently one card that essentially functions as just like nuh-uh. Like he just like undoes whatever was done before. I don't know what it was called. Yes, good job, Hanbun. It seems that you managed to win at least one. I don't know how your Ricci City game is going. You've managed to multi-zhong and win. Yes, thank you everybody for playing. It's 11:46, so I think maybe I'll run one more. And then I think it'll be raid time. So yeah, I think this will be the last one. This will probably be the last one. Solemn Judgment could be it? Is that, yeah, that's probably it. Was it like, what, it was like one with like a guy with his like hand outstretched. Like kind of this like very biblical looking situation. Yeah, but he said it essentially works as like, nuh-uh. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, yeah. Went from first to third. I mean, I'm glad you're prioritizing this friendly match over your, like, competitive Ricci City. I won the friendly, that's what matters most. Exactly. I like the idea. I like to think that you probably have like multiple Mahjong Soul accounts running at the same time as well. Like you have like Mahjong Soul and then you have Ricci City and then you have like Mahjong Soul but like in the browser window with a different account. The Zhong farm. I've returned from the stink removal unit. I hope the stink was removed. Shower. I hope you have unstinked yourself. I got so many nice soaps. I got so many nice soaps for the holidays. Which again, like I said before, this is not my friends and family telling me that I'm stinky. It's because I keep asking for soap. It's because I like having nice soaps, and I also like not having to buy soap. So, what do I have? I have... Ugh. I have like 3 different kinds of soaps. I have... Oh, what do I have? Oh god, hold on. If I try to reach like this, I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Hold on. Here we go. What do I have? You didn't ask your mom for her shampoo from your last visit? Oh no, she brought it. I didn't have to ask her. If anything, she said she would have brought it earlier for their last visit, but she forgot. So yeah, what do I have? I have a shower gel from Bath & Body Works that smells like bright Christmas morning. That certainly smells like Bath & Body Works. My big conspiracy theory is that like Bath & Body Works only has like a dozen scents and they just keep relabeling them. Like, oh, begin the Zhong. Ah, sorry. I got I was thinking too much about soaps. But yeah, my conspiracy theory is, yeah, there's only like 12 Bath and Body Works smells, and they just, like, aside from the ones that they have running 24/7, like the ones like, you know, like Sweet Pea and stuff, they were like, I feel like a lot of them, they just repackaged them. Because I definitely remember using one once that was like, it was part of like a Christmas winter lineup. It was like a hand soap that was like, supposed to be like, I think it was called like Fresh Fallen Snow or something along those lines. And then I was like smelling it, and I'm like, no, this smells exactly like the coconut one from the summer. It's like, I feel like I need to buy like a summer scent and then like a winter scent and compare, because like I'm pretty sure they're probably the same thing, just they just like relabel them so that they don't have to like come up with new smells for each season. Yeah, my mom always said to never skip out on buying good skin and hair products. Yeah. I mean, I tried expensive shampoo this year, and unfortunately it works really well. It brings me no joy to say this, but apparently sometimes the more expensive thing actually works better. Man. Unfortunate. But yeah, so I have that one. I got a small bottle of... Oh, I can't even smell this one because there's like a seal on it. I'm like, I don't know if I should take the seal off. But I got Rose Jam shower gel from Lush, which is probably like my favorite of the Lush shower gels. But they don't have it 24/7. I feel like they only have it like sometimes. It's like a limited time thing, but I'm not sure for what time is limited, because it doesn't seem like a holiday thing, but I feel like I only ever see it around the holidays. But yeah, that one's my favorite out of all the Lush shower gels. Rose Jam. Like, it smells, it's like roses, but like it's also kind of like fruity in a way. It almost smells like lychee. Yummy smelling. Then I have one from L'Occitane en Provence. Oops. Man, okay. I got thrown off by soap. I didn't want to discard that tile, but I'm blaming soap. I got like a gift set from L'Occitane en Provence. So I have a almond shower oil, whatever that means. Like, to me, I think I've never used a shower oil. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is. I'm assuming it's just gonna be like a shower gel, but like thinner, instead of like a thicker texture. Oh god. I didn't want to discard that, but it didn't give me enough time to think! I mean, it smells like almonds. I'm not sure what the texture is like. She's definitely French. Well, look, okay, at least I'm pronouncing it right. Once, like, when I used to work in the mall, I once had somebody who came by to, like, the customer service desk where I was working, and they were like, do you guys have, like, L'Occitane? And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And they're like, yeah, you know, L'Occitane? And it, like, took me so long to figure out what they were asking for. Like, L'Occitane? And I'm like, sorry? I don't know, sometimes people have invented brilliant new ways to pronounce some stores. You even gate people when it comes to French. Well, look, I'd also like to point out that that mall was, like, smack in the middle of an area where there was already a lot of French speakers. So, like, it wasn't like the correct pronunciation of this was, like... Man, it's not like the correct pronunciation of it was, like, sacred hidden knowledge or anything. I bought a nice soap for myself to enjoy, and it was like orange peel, coconut cream, and all the fancy stuff. I finished it, so I just refilled the bottle with bulk dish soap, and my friend used it not knowing it was dish soap and was like, man, this is so nice. I didn't have the heart to tell him. Oh yeah, I think you told this story before. No, I feel like I've experienced the same thing, except it wasn't like with dish soap. It was, at least it was like, you know, just like regular default regular soap. You remember stories? I do. Hold on, I got a bit of it on my hands and now I smell like almond. Yeah, L'Occitane almost sounds like gasoline. Yeah, like L'Occitane sounds like something you put in a car. But no, I remember at that job, I had somebody ask where Tommy Hilfiger was. I had somebody else somehow manage to mispronounce Lush. They're like, do you have like a Lush store? And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And like, it's one thing when it happens from like people who are clearly like ESL or who have an accent or something. But like sometimes when it happens to people with like zero accent who seem like the kind of people who would know how to pronounce this, it's even weirder when it happens then. Oh, what were some of the other ones? I've had people mispronounce Lego. Like it was like a Lego store. But I just chalk that down to like maybe Lego is pronounced differently in other languages. Like English second language or French second language? Well, the thing is that like L'Occitane is different because that's like actually French, but like there was people who are mispronouncing the names of like English stores. Like Lush is only like 4 letters. And it's an English word that exists already, right? But I still have people coming in asking for Loosh, and I'm just confused as to where they got that pronunciation. Or I don't know, there was also a situation that was there was a lady who came in with like she was with her daughter, and she was like, do you guys have anywhere to eat breakfast? And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a place in the food court that like does crepes. And she's like, what's a crepe? And I'm like she seemed like somebody who would know what a crepe is, you know? Like she seemed to be somebody who like would be familiar with crepes like as a concept. But I'm like, oh, it's like a pancake but like thinner. Like I thought maybe she like misheard me, or like she was used to pronouncing the word crepe differently. Like, maybe she thought it was like, you know, she's pronouncing it the French way usually. And, like, partway through my explanation, I thought she would go, like, oh, like a crepe. Like, I thought she would do that partway through my explanation. But no, she was sitting through my whole explanation. I'm like, it's like a pancake, but, like, a little thinner. And, like, it can be filled with, like, sweet stuff or savory stuff. Like, no, she did not know what a crepe was. It was very strange. Like Leuch. Yeah. Also like okonomiyaki. I guess a crepe is less common in North America in places not named Quebec. I don't know, I feel like they're still pretty common here. Like most brunch places serve them. And also, I have to say that where I was working at the time was not that far from Quebec. Those are generalized people IRL. I think we all do that to an extent. Boom. Unfortunate. For me. Okonyo what? Okonomiyaki. It's like a Japanese savory pancake. I would say okonomiyaki, I think, is like kind of the opposite of a crepe, though. Because like a crepe is like a very thin... It's like very thin, right? And then you put other stuff on it, right? Like you kind of use it like as a wrap for other things, right? Whereas like okonomiyaki, it's like the stuff is like cooked directly into it, right? You can have a negative score in this game, yes, but it means that the game ends instantly. Then Iggy to the negative zone. No! Do not. There's nowhere within that does crepes within 150 kilometers of where I live. Even like brunch places? Because sometimes like, I know there's not always like a lot of like specialty crepe shops that do just crepes. But you can, I feel like you can always like, if you look up like brunch places, there's gotta be usually one that does them. IHOP has crepes, yeah. They're also pretty easy, well, maybe not like the easiest, they're relatively easy to do at home. I've done them at home before myself. Yeah, IHOP has crepes. Does Waffle House do crepes? I'm trying to remember, like, I feel like when I would go to the States as a kid with my parents, we wouldn't really go to a lot of, like, breakfast places. We'd usually, like, eat out somewhere else. Or not eat out for breakfast, at least. So, like, I feel like I've been to an IHOP, but that's because, like, they have one location in Canada. And I went when I was, like, in Vancouver. No, Waffle House is too trash. Okay. Waffle House does not have crepes. Because, yeah, I don't think I've actually eaten at a Waffle House. I feel like I've been inside of a Waffle House. I don't know if I've ever actually eaten there. Like, I know... I think I walked into one. My parents have said that, like... Again, they said that, like, at one point, like, when me and my sister were younger, they had gone in, and then they, like, walked out and left because, like, this was, like, back before, like, smoking indoors was, like, illegal everywhere, and it was back when they were still doing, like, some states were still doing the, like, you know, this is, like, the smoking area and the non-smoking area, so they, like, walked in, and the whole place just smelled like smoke, so they just, like, left and went somewhere else. Are crepes just a Canadian way to call pancakes? No! They are entirely different. So, well, okay, technically in French, the word crêpe means pancake. But in English, crepe is like, it's a totally different thing. It's different. It's completely different. A crepe is much thinner than a pancake. More of a French toast type of guy. I don't know, French toast is a little too sweet and heavy for me in the morning. I like it as a dessert. I don't know if I like it as, like, a breakfast. Because crepes can also be savory, right? Like, you can make a crepe with less sugar and it will still be tasty. But then if you fill it with, you know, you can fill it with, like, ham and cheese and such. And it'll still be pretty good. It all looks like pancakes to me? No, it's different. It's thinner. The texture is completely different. You're rage baiting me again, and I'm not gonna fall for it. Ham and cheese crepes are very good. Oh, okay. There was, again, when I worked at that mall with the crepe place, what I liked to get there was they had, like, this, like, chicken Caesar salad crepe. And it was basically like a crepe, and then while they were cooking the crepe, they would, like, melt cheese onto it. And then they would fill it with, like, lettuce and bits of, like, chicken and like a few other vegetables and then Caesar dressing. And it was yummy and tasty. And I liked it. I should not be listening to this while eating my plain Finnish whole grain rye. That's like the worst possible thing you could be eating right now. Yeah, from that same channel I learned that apparently the British way to eat pancakes is with granulated white sugar and a squeeze of lemon. Lemon? That's the first I've heard of lemon on pancakes. I've heard of, like, butter, and I've heard of maple syrup. Lemon is a new one. My friend altered my brain by saying your love language is rage baiting. I don't know. It's like, I guess rage baiting is different. It's like, I don't know. You can rage bait with malice in your heart, or you can rage bait with pure intentions. I feel like on the receiving end, they feel the same, though. Yeah, my office had some people come in and make fresh crepes for us one time. Oh! Like, they brought in, like, the little, like, grill and the pan for it and everything. Oh, that's fancy. A crepe is a pancake? Wrong. Wrong. Why are we having us talk about if a crepe is a pancake? I wonder who started that conversation. Gosh, I wonder why. Savory crepes sound so yummy, holy cow. Yeah, they are very yummy. I highly recommend if you can get them. Yeah, brunch places are a lot less common in rural places. Even like at diners and stuff. I mean, I guess if there's like less restaurants in general. But yeah, they're not hard. They're not that difficult to make at home. It is better if you have like a very shallow pan. But you can definitely make them at home as well. They're not gonna be like, obviously, like as good or like even as they would be in a restaurant, but they can still be pretty tasty. It was definitely one of my favorites of our catered lunches. Breakfast for this one. Look at this guy getting catered lunches at work. I don't know, it's not like my work never got anything. I think we got like once or twice. Sometimes for somebody's birthday. If anything, I think the problem is that they wouldn't like warn us about them ahead of time. So I'd bring my lunch and they'd be like, oh, actually we have like pizza for everybody today. And I'd be like, okay, but I have a lunch. Now, everyone says crepes are pancakes, Nike says they aren't. I will take the side of everyone. Really? Do you have your own opinions or are you just trying to be contrarian to me? You literally use pans to make them. Yeah, no, but like, okay. I would say a crepe, even though it's made in a pan, it is absolutely not a cake. The texture is completely different. Like, you cannot fold a pancake in half without it breaking, but almost everything relating to crepes, you have to fold the crepe in half. Like, texture-wise, I'd say a crepe is almost closer to an omelet. Is a crepe a sandwich? I would say it's maybe a kind of wrap, depending on what you put in it. A pancake is a cake, yes, and a crepe is absolutely not. Yeah, crepes or pancakes has a hot dog is a taco energy. Exactly! Exactly, thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Also, it's past midnight now, so it is now officially Mahjong Monday. A pancake is a cake. This is true. A crepe is not a pancake. They aren't cakes. No, hold on. After this, once we finish up this game, I'm gonna look up pictures so I can show you what I mean. Oh, I need to sneeze. A crepe is a flapjack. Is a flapjack not just a pancake? So this is a crepe. I will click this and come back to it after. Maybe this is a language thing, because I know crepe in French means pancake, but crepe in English means something different. This is a pancake. I don't know if that's a pancake. What's the example for crepe? Let me see. That is definitely a crepe, yes, but I'm not sure the second example you sent is a pancake. That is an awful picture of a pancake. That's such an awful picture of a pancake, I'm not even 100% sure if it's a pancake. The second one is a thin pancake, I guess, but like usually a pancake is a little thicker, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, if your pancake is this thin, it usually means you did something wrong. If your pancake is the thickness of a crepe, you've done something wrong. If your crepe is the thickness of a pancake, then you've done something horribly wrong. One moment. Alright. Do you eat them with syrup? Crepes? No. Crepes, usually, you fold them over in a way that you can, like, put stuff inside it. So you can put, like, savory ingredients, like I mentioned earlier, with, like, ham and cheese and stuff. Or you can put in, like, you know, fruit and cream and chocolate or whatnot. So yes, pancakes you can eat with syrup because they'll, like, soak up the syrup. But, like, your crepe will not soak up the syrup. Or if it does, then that's unusual and outside of the ordinary, I think. You might drizzle some syrup on top, but that's not, like, the main topping. This is awful. Can't we go back to talk about the no makeup look? We're like... List of pancakes? Okay, now... check the talk page to see if people have been arguing about this. Okay. Say something most nice about Huchama. Why? I've never met her. Change the topic, of course. Again, I think you need to make a Twitter poll for this. I mean, we can make a poll right here. I think the mods have that power. I don't know if any of them are here right now. A crepe is always a pancake, but a pancake isn't always a crepe. Yeah, I guess that's a fair way to put it. The flapjack is a superset of, I'm gonna allow it. I don't know why I blocked that. This is a not bad picture of a pancake. Tell me it's a crepe. It's not! Exactly! Like, the pancakes are, like, much thicker. In Britain, pancakes are often unleavened and resemble a crepe. See? They're two different things. I'm getting so distracted from being at war about this. Now I want pancakes. Now I want crepes. I really do miss the chicken Caesar crepe. It's been a while. Evening, all been a hot minute since I got an Eggy stream. Hello, Dollar's Heart. I'm glad you caught it now, because I'm probably gonna end after this game is over. Anya. For all that? Alright, congratulations to Corporate. Corporate loving group. Please end this game? See? There we go. We got it. I am last, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make for the sake of correcting people on crepes and pancakes. Here, like... Let me take a look at the pictures you guys sent. Because, okay, just give me a second, so I can make sure I'm not gonna dox myself by looking at pictures of crepes and pancakes. Okay, how does it look on the screen? Alright, okay. Here we go, should look like this. So these are pancakes. These are pancakes. These are very clearly pancakes. Like, look how they look. They're very, you know, they're very thick, right? They're in a stack. They're very thick. They're very absorbent. If you pour syrup all over it, the pancakes will absorb the syrup, right? Now, let me see. This is a crepe. Notice how it's much thinner. In order to get the same level of thickness as a pancake, they either have to stack them on top of each other or fold them in half. Notice how they can be easily folded in half. If you tried to fold this in half, it would just break, right? It would just break in half. But these are designed to be folded, you know? Let's see, what is this? Yeah, this was the other picture that was sent that everyone's like, no, this is just a terrible pancake. That is correct, this is a terrible pancake. This is a crepe. This is a crepe. I feel like this is the pancake you can tell by its nature of being a pancake. No, but like, this is thicker. You cannot tell me these two things are the same thing. This is a pancake. It is thick, it is absorbent. This is a crepe. Okay, saying a crepe and a pancake is the same thing as like saying that like paper towel and like tissue paper, like the kind that you use when you're wrapping presents, is the same thing. It's not. They're both paper, but they're both made for very different uses, you know? One of them is supposed to be kind of absorbent, and the other one is supposed to be light and delicate, you know? You're ruined by the travesty that is American pancakes and you don't even realize. I know some of you guys were saying that, like, British pancakes are different. Are, like, European pancakes different? It's a crepe, but also a pancake. No, because it's a crepe. It's not a pancake. It's a crepe. Next people will say a hot dog is a taco. Next people will argue that a Pop-Tart is a sandwich. Unbelievable. Unbelievable food takes in the Eggy chat tonight. Unbelievable. Go cozy mode? Okay, well, we're cozy moding at the last second. Because I am going to go find somebody to raid. I'm going to go see who's on and raidable. What's this site called again? Twitch.tv. There we go. Let's see. Who are our raidable targets here? Kuragi is on. Ashton Martin is on. Hanamimi is on. Oh, Inari is on. Oh, Corpse is on. Actually, should we raid Corpse? What is Corpse doing? Just chatting. What is Corpse doing? Corpse is showing me an advertisement for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. I have to sit through 22 more seconds of this. Let's see. She's gonna raid someone new. No, I've raided Corpse before. I'm trying to see what's going on because the title of the stream is just for the holidays. So I'm assuming she's doing something festive. Does seem to be just chatting though, like literally just chatting and nothing else. But you know what? I haven't raided Corpse in a while, so we might as well do that. Let's see. Corpse_channel. Let's set up the raid. And our raid message will be Crepes Pancakes raid. Crepes Pancakes raid. Eggy, you will not like the Google definition of pancake. What is it? What is it? Is it a crepe? Is it a crepe? Is that what it is? Alright, Crepes Pancakes raid. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try to do one more stream at some point this week. I can't promise anything though. Cause yeah, we have what? Oh, we only have like 3 days left of the year, so I might try to do one later this week before I leave for New York. But if not, then I will see you in the new year in the New York. And if not, then I will see you before then. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for zhonging with me. Go have a yummy crepe. Thank you, bye-bye. Au revoir. Look at my cool end card.